Internet, do not say fuck or bugger. Here we are. Right. Welcome back. Some Dungeons and Dragons. Dan's on his way, but we'll kick off without him anyway, because we've got some Bastion rolls to do. We are ever so close on a nice, you've got to imagine it's cold, it's wet, it's raining, unlike the weather in the UK at the moment, unless you're in the north. As you all were on the last stop near Eastable, the lower part of Eastable, before you make it into the Islet Kingdom and your final destination, thrown a curveball when the Talons ran ahead of the cargo, booked the full inn at the Royal Oak, and then proceeded to unload all of their goods, whether that be to keep them safe, to protect them, to move them elsewhere, was to be found out. When you did find out, they essentially were taking them all into a stable to be protected overnight, because they are now so close to the finish line, and it is so wet outside. Last time it rained and was wet, they lost a couple of boxes in the water. So they played a little trick on you guys, went ahead, gave the rest of the merchants and crews a bad night's sleep, or that was their plan anyway, having it paid to book out the entire inn. But they do not perturb you, no. As you investigated what's going on, found out and could see from talking to the crews that goods were going to be held in a barn. You enacted such a great plan to offer out a fight, was it in the end? I can't remember. Distract them and maybe pick off a few of the Talons whilst they are split and a little bit glee. Noting the Dragonborn who had marked Zilna, or Hannah had told him had been marked. He was left outside helping to load up these goods. So in a few disguises, a little switcheroo with a crew that were bringing the boxes over, you murdered the 5 Talons that were there. Dragonborn guard was taken, as well as a few of the other crew, whilst Koss set fire to the goods inside, and you all dispersed off, with Koss making the way back inside the inn and the rest of you heading back to the barge, leaving these goods to burn. At least for a little bit. Last we left off was one of the crews running into the inn, slamming open the door and shouting, fire! There'd been a fire. So left about 5-6 minutes of burning, and you guys all disappearing off, or like yourself, of course, you'd have been in the room for about 5 or 6 minutes post. That is where we will pick up, but before we do that, we will jump all the way back across the world, as we will do some bastion rolls, some events for each of your bastions. So this is a D100 roll that will give you each an event for your bastion, which will then tell you whether you get a boon, you get some gold, you get some good fortune, more adversely, some misfortune, and maybe your facilities will be inactive as your factions are still working in this time whilst you are away on this journey. So it's a way for them to still interact with the world and still grow whilst you guys are not there running them. So do we want to go around in order? Do we want to roll to go first? Does anyone want to go first? Should we roll dice? Let's roll. Let's do initiative. Not initiative, just roll d20s. Where's my... Put it on the combat tracker. Nice. 20 to 15, anybody?
And nat 20,
15.
please.
Oh, nat 20. 15. Willow. 15 for Gimba. 15 to 10.
11.
Also 11.
Ooh. Oh, you both going together anyway. 11, and then it will be Mary. What you want, Marin?
I got a 3.
Oh, nice.
Just like my arrival here this evening, I am last.
Yay! I mean, boo. And then we will do a roll, but we'll probably sort yours out after. Reese, what did you roll?
I didn't roll. 11.
Oh, okay, nice. We'll put you in after the other guys. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll roll your number, and then we might pick up, because year lost isn't attached to anybody, but what we can do is roll that straight into the first actions of new characters. So Willow, can you give me a D100 roll, please? So over the week that's passed, this activity will have happened at some point.
is a 73.
A 73. High number. Nice. 73. Okay.
We get like 3 numbers in a row last
You
time.
did get 3 numbers in a row last time, so I moved them around, but they were also close. You're okay, nice. This will be passed back to you, but there is a lone hunter turns up, a scout who is claiming to fight against the Cult of the Dragons. Someone that is out there doing probably a similar job to the one that Koss was doing before, finding and killing different agents in the north. If they will stay at your house. Oh, you had advantage on your roll as well, didn't you? I think.
From the last.
From the last one, yeah. So this will give you advantage on your next roll. So if nothing bad happens, it gives you advantage. But roll it again in case you get something else. So it might be you just roll the advantage over, or you get nothing.
Another D100.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can pick between the two. You mean?
You can pick between the two numbers you get, yeah. And usually the higher numbers are better, but that one's just going to give you advantage.
Does anyone see what I rolled? Because I pressed the button and then I can't see it.
Look like 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did get one. 21.
Thanks, guys.
Say that now. Ooh, okay. So, you are...
Dead.
You spontaneously combust. So your choice is 21 is a faction quest. So it is something more Brotherhood related. Again, some of them are good, some of them bad. So you can take that, or you can take the 76 and take advantage next week. Faction quest will be another roll of the dice.
73 should have, isn't it?
Yeah, 73 is the hunter turns up, so you get advantage next time out. So you can take that if you want, or you can take the 21, which is a more Brotherhood specific quest. So a little bit more closer related, but they could be bad, could be good. I'm not telling you.
Yeah. Will it be related to the main story?
Everything's related to the main story.
You know me. I'm going to give up my advantage for a bit of a story quest, and if it's bad, I'll cry.
Good. Can you roll a d6 for me?
No. Two. I heard evens were really good. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay. You have the chance to hold a public vigil, a Brotherhood recruitment event would be the best way of choosing it. So you can pay 100 gold out of your Brotherhood funds, out of your faction funds. And if you do, that will give you double recruitment on your next recruitment bastion order. So whatever you roll for your recruitment, you get double the amount of defenders, which will probably almost fill you up.
Yeah, I think I'm on 8.
But you don't pay and you get nothing. But yeah, so you can go into, it doesn't come from your pocket now, it comes from your factions money, which you'll have to top up if it stays minus. But yeah, you can get double the amount of defenders. And I will remind that we've been quite lucky with rolls. Attacks are they're like almost 50% of the time there will be an attack on the way this rolls.
And when you say I can do like a vigil recruitment event, is there a time limit of when I can do it, or are they doing it back in Allhearth?
Yeah, they're doing it now in Allhearth.
It's not like me going into the Islet Kingdom and having to do a
No. This is them essentially fanfare going out in Allhearth. There is like the Cult of the Dragon, the Talons are challenging our way of life. Join the Brotherhood and fight for your country. Essentially, it's a bit like Big Sam, not Big Sam. That's Sam Allardyce. Uncle Sam needs you.
Uncle Sam.
Yeah. I won't say Uncle Sam.
That's right, Big Sam.
Big Sam needs you. So your choice: pay 100 gold, and then you do have recruit as well. So if your barrack, I think it only can do recruit anyway, you'll get double the amount of defenders. So you'll have even more. So if you get attacked, we haven't had any attacks to really go through the ups and downs of attacks. But if you get attacked, you will have more defenders to lose.
Sorry, can I just interrupt quickly? Are you tracking the Bastion funds?
Yes.
If
That's a shame. I wanted my bastion to buy a war elephant.
I'm guessing that the risk with this one is that if they go recruiting and then the Talons are going to be angry at the Brotherhood.
They're going to be angry at the Brotherhood anyway. There's no.
Yeah, they don't like us.
No, with the bastions, the way they run at the moment is as the later we get in and the more the Talons get riled up, the increased chance of rolling attacks. At the beginning, it's pretty like light touch. You're building up, you're finding out what's going on. As it becomes more and more serious, as we assume it's going to get, the bastion rolls skew more and more towards attacks happening. So your bastion being attacked, people being killed, Allhearth being challenged. The Talons aren't just coming after you six. They're not like, oh my god, let's put all the effort into killing these 6 randomers. They'll be attacking everybody. So like they've already started their incursion into the north. That was you find in the Butte Springs. This is just mechanically for your bastion. If you pay 100 gold, you can have more defenders, and having more defenders means when that comes round, you're fully stocked, and the Brotherhood will be able to defend themselves.
Yeah, I'll do that then, please. And then if they haven't got enough money, I'll top it up.
It's a weird one because they've only seen like 2. This is week 3, I think. But as we get later on, you'll see it becomes more and more annoying when you get attacked. So nice.
Cool.
So yeah, the Brotherhood go out and they're doing their vigil. So a lot more lower level kind of fighters being brought in to join the Brotherhood ranks out of the Allhearth base as the old Commonwealth Keep gets built up to its former glory. Wicked. That was what has happened last week with the Bastions. Gimba, D100, please.
Well, I rolled before we did the initiative thing, and I got 83.
Nice. 83?
Mhm.
Damn, that might be good. I've made the text on this sheet way too big. Okay. Nice. Oh, I don't know. I need to listen to me. So you, or what will happen at your area, will have 6 Watcher agents who are operating in the north, are fleeing from a Talon attack, and seek refuge at your new Watcher's Bastion. You have facilities large enough to house them, so they'll be taken in and looked after and will become known to your network. We can go through who they might be. So yeah, there'll be 6. I mustn't forget how many I've said. Event. Can't do 2 things at once. 6 new agents who will be in and around the facilities, who will be able to go and do spy work for you in the local area. Can you roll me a D6, please? Six, nice. They give you 600 gold from their for their board, their keep, and what they found out, what they're working on as they now start to use your base of operations. They will stay with you until the Watchers, until your headquarters gets attacked. You have no defenders to defend it, so they will flee on attack, but you get 600 gold for the thing, so your coffer's got 600.
The Bastion gets 600.
Bastion gets 600, yeah.
I think we got 300 last time, so that's what, 900 now.
You guys are rich. Rich beyond your wildest dreams.
We've a Segan.
Furious.
Nice. Kost and Zilna.
So you go first.
That is. Fucking hell, of course. It's an 84.
That's not
Always
bad.
got to get the
There's
post
two, it's like a 2 difference as well. So as long as you don't roll on the right side of the 2. But yeah, when I did that before, there's well too many here. Clearly not. Very similar one. The 80s are quite good. Friendly visitors come. So you get visitors coming to the new Mercantile headquarters, looking to use your workshop facilities. Can you roll me a D6, please?
One.
You get 100 gold.
100 gold.
Yeah, their use of your smithing stuff doesn't affect anything you guys will be doing, but they pay for use of your facilities, your mercantile facilities, to the tune of 100 gold. Again, nice, simple. But that's an extra 100 in coffers. Zona? Sorry, Cos.
Yes.
Don't take it.
81.
Okay, good. At least that's enough. That's 3 different numbers. I'm good. Oh, okay, nice. This could be useful because you guys don't have defenders. So you're the workers working on the druid house have found a use of some of the materials and bits that are left over when they've been renovating to build some defenses for your structure. So you guys get, I'll write this down as well, you get 3 defensive tokens, which will act as 3 defenders. So again, if you get attacked, I think last time you get attacked, or you had to pay to not have a facility shut down?
I had to close the facility last time.
So you can use defensive tokens to keep facilities open in the event of an attack. So you can persuade 1 token to reroll a dial and cause some casualties in a Bastion event attack. Yeah, nice. So yeah, you get 3 defensive tokens, which are kind of like defenders, except once you've used 1, they've disappeared. So if you were to be attacked, you can use those to keep your facilities open, especially when you get to level 9, you get more facilities. Wicked. That was it. That was a nice one as well. Peril, give me a roll.
Peril's gone missing.
Sorry.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
Oh yeah, Peril's rolling for talents until his new character arrives. What's that about?
Oh, sorry. Oh, got thrown by you saying peril.
Yeah. It's because I read mine. Because you're still Peril on the initiative track.
34.
34. Okay. So we will work that one out once. Oh, it's a faction quest as well, so that'd be good. Yeah. So once. Ooh, actually, let's see if this could. Because there's no reason why that needs to be in order. Give me a D6, please, again.
D6.
Reroll if it's a 2.
6.
Okay. Okay, nice. Cool. I won't tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is after, because it will affect. We'll have that act for like a brotherhood, essentially a brotherhood bastion that would be North. So we'll use that for your new character. Merrin.
I rolled before as well. That is a 73 for Merrin.
That's quite close to what we had last time, I think. 73.
Oh, no, sorry. No, it was a 70.
A 70.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's bad. There. I forgot what your guy's name was. Borin. Borin?
Yeah.
Borin.
Yeah.
How that? And then I thought that was the Lord.
Oh, his brother?
No.
Or the master?
Yeah, the Watchers.
Yeah, Borin.
Yeah, it was Borin. Borin has found or been offered the service of some veteran mercenaries, some like hired hands who can act as bastion defenders for you. So again, someone that if you get attacked or you roll an attack on a future turn, you can use those guys to defend your facilities.
Nice.
You will need to pay 50 gold per defender, and there's 2 defenders if you would want them.
Does that cover both of our... Sorry, Dan. Does
Yes.
that cover both of us? Yeah.
Yeah. So you pay.
I just made a shitload of money for the Bastion, so you might as well.
You did make 600. Yeah.
How much? Well, let's get both done.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know this, but obviously I would know that 'cause it's
Yeah.
Bastion stuff,
It's-
and it's all a bit.
And we had
Swift.
300 from before anyway, so...
Yeah.
No, we'll go both just for extra support
It's good.
because
Yeah,
we've rolled well so far, and it could go horribly
Exactly.
wrong.
I think that's the case. Everyone's rolled like pretty much, but faction quests are above 50. But as it scales out, there's more of a chance of getting attacks. are just like attacks will be, just so you're aware, I roll 6, or you can roll because it'll be more fun if you kill your own people. You roll 66, and any ones you roll, you guys love rolling ones as well, kills a defender. So if you have no defenders,
Definitely get those 2 then.
Yeah. So if you're,
is it a one-time thing or is it just whenever they're needed?
the defenders is a I think it's an ongoing cost thing until you build a barracks.
Okay.
So we can check. But yeah, so essentially you roll 66. Each one kills a defender. They get removed from your roster. If you have no defenders, you take out 1 facility per every 1 dice rolled. So you could shut down your entire facilities if it goes. Cool.
Okay. No, that's fine. We'll take those 2 and we'll leave it there for now.
Perfect.
Because we've got enough in the bank to have them for like 10 weeks.
You literally just got 600 gold. In this turn, you're still like 500 up.
Well, and 300 from the last time, Burns said.
So we'll do the rest of the roll. We'll do the rest of your orders and stuff next week because we know that facilities are all open. We'll do yours off after as well, cost, because your ones always enact at the end of the week rather than at the beginning of the week, which is annoying, but we'll remember to do that. But we'll do that between sessions. But yeah, so you know, that's what's been happening with your bastards over the last week. All been going very well as they grow, build their facilities up. I await news of what is happening with the goddamn talons. So as we come back to that evening, the first thing I need, costs. Can you roll? Where are my notes? Can you roll? I think it's a big number. Can you roll 50d4, please? 50. You're about to die.
With real life dice,
Yep.
please.
Might want to do a DD Beyond. It might crash a computer.
Yeah, I'm just clicking relentlessly.
Just seeing that hitting the screen, fucking hell.
122.
122. Good. So that is the fire damage that would have been passing through the crate. 122. Passing through the crates in the 5-6 minutes that have occurred since someone has found it and they're going to start trying to put the fire out. That means that it completely destroyed 13 boxes. There's method to the madness here. Each crate will take, they've got 13 crates. Each crate is going to take an hour to either rebox or rehouse, which means, and each crate takes a guard to operate it. So there is 13 hours that need to be paid. So that is 13 of the Talon's guards will be running with a level of exhaustion for the last stretch until they get a long rest. So for the Talon guards that remain, the 20 or so that remain, 13 of them have exhaustion tomorrow because they are going to have to spend time this evening salvaging what is left of the goods, salvaging what's left of the boxes, repacking the boxes. They're not going to get a chance to drink and sleep and rest, even though they've paid for this entire inn. So it would have destroyed all of those boxes, but that's what they'll spend their time doing at the end of this time here. Which is good. So it means perception checks for them, movement checks, fighting, everything is -2 for the vast majority of the talents left. That'll kick in from the morning, won't kick in from tonight because they're going to have to spend the night doing so. But yeah, just so you're aware, that is what it's going to happen.
And it's going to take them 13 hours to do these boxes.
An hour per box, yeah. 13 hours. So they might have to double up on some of the boxes to get through. Because they're not going to get through the night. Yeah, that's a good point. So to get the 8 hours, to leave when they want, I'll work out when they want to leave. But let's see what happens now, because, I mean, there might be less people depending on what happens. But they're going to have to account for 13 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. So they're likely, the chances are a lot of them, if not the vast majority, are going to be rolling with exhaustion for the last day trip into the Islet Kingdom and for their onward journey, which is useful because what is coming is a tracking job where they are going to be rolling their perception checks, maybe against your checks, and they're going to have -2s. So a lot of them are going to be messed up. So fire rages on, slowly builds up. It is wet. The stable itself is made of it's stone walled, but it's thatched roof. So the roof starts to light, but is quickly dampened by the rain. It is torrential rain. It is the downpour. So it really just creates this hot box inside where these crates take up and fire, and you can see a lot of the guards as the shout goes out of fire. The talons that are there turn and all start to make their way out. Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot to do Kinz's thing with Wilhelmina. We'll roll back like 10 minutes. No, less than 10 minutes. It was only like a couple of minutes. So Willow, you and Wilhelmina are left. As you are waiting with bated breath, you know that in about 2 or 3 minutes' time, Koss walks through the door, and then a few minutes after that, fire happens. But as you have time with Wilhelmina, what would you wanted to go through with her as you were kind of waiting to listen out for something happening outside?
Yeah, so part of it was to kind of look like we were just chatting, but also just to try and use the opportunity to get some information from her. So it's kind of posed as chit chat, not an interrogation, just like what I maybe thought. And kind of, you said before, Wilhelmina, about being a hill dwarf, right? From the hills?
Gilded
Was that
Hills.
what you said? Gilded Hills.
Gilded Hills, yes.
And I think before she told me about the area when she was talking to Gimbar and stuff. Gimbar told me about. So there's, as you know, a lot of weird stuff gets said on these boats. The where the Gilded Hills were, that's not that far from when all the Fallen Conquest stuff happened, right?
She's like, oh no, the Gilded Hills is just south of the border forest. So we, but we sent a lot of people up to the Fallen Conquest, but the that's really where the two dwarven families split. There's a group, a subset of those families that went all the way up and now house themselves in the Diamond Mountains, and the rest of us stayed where we were originally in the Gilded Hills. We work a lot of the soft metals. We weren't as useful to the Fallen Conquestors as they, because she's like, Numongo was created because they brought all the smithies out of the Islet Kingdom, so they were closer to the front line. And we work on, as she like gets a coin out and flicks a coin, she's like, we work on this stuff, points down to like a gold coin, like minting and soft metals, gold, silvers, bronze, jewelries, and she like wiggles her fingers.
Can I pick up the coin just to have a look at it? More from like a craftsmanship thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pinch from her or anything.
Yep.
Okay, so there's weird things these people talk about. Obviously, I don't really know that many people on this boat, if any at all, fully. But people have been talking about like giants and stuff. Were there ever giants back in the Gilded Hills? Because I know obviously the Fallen Conquest, and I know about the Diamond Mountains and kind of giants there. So were there any up by your way before?
She's like, oh no, giant folk always get themselves to Alba. It's only for the Fallen Conquest that they ventured out of their little hidey holes, and as far as I know, once their king, once Alba was slain by the dragon, they went back with their little piece of land, and that's where they've stayed. I mean, we've seen
All hidden again.
Hey, yeah, they keep themselves to themselves, but not in the Gilded Hills. No, that's dwarven country.
I suppose you don't get many other types of races of creatures over there, just mainly dwarves.
Maybe we get a few. There's a few smattering humans. They get themselves everywhere, but no, the Gilded Hills is
Not like down here where it's kind of a mix of everything when you go into the bigger cities, right?
Yeah, just like mainly dwarves. There's not a lot to do in the Gilded Hills unless you're really into mining or smithing. So we get a few tradesmen that come and try and learn the craft, and jewelers that come to try and learn the craft, but mainly it's dwarven country. Yeah.
And buying and selling. If you've got all of those jewels and
Yeah, making, buying. We do a lot of the minting for the gold coins and silver pieces for the king, or we did before they set up their own minting quarter. But the best minted coins come from the Gilded Hills.
as I can tell, and I smile. That is it. Thank you.
Nice. So yeah, you keep an ear out. You watch for the talon movements. There's no movement from talons. No one gets alerted to anything, and then boom, the door smashes open. Someone shouts fire, and you see the talons as that. Actually, like 5 minutes before that, Koss will come in, make his way to the bar, and then you hear that call of fire as the talons stop, look at this person, and then a few of them start looking around to Borash as he like calls them out. As that shout of fire is called, Koss, where would you have placed yourself on coming back into the Royal Oak Inn?
I think I'd have gone to the bar and got a drink.
Okay. So as they all call out, as they kind of turn around and look to Borash, and Borash sends them out to go and look, as he stands up and they all start moving out, you see Borash turns to you, noticing that you've come in and stood at the bar, and just gives you, just glares towards you, just shakes his head slightly, and then slow walks, not slow walks, but walks slower than the rest of his guards he sent charging out to see what's going on. As you will hear that they, a commotion that happens there on out, where people are running in, a few more come in, they ask for buckets and calling out. They run out. A few of the crew members that have made their way over here, the tugboat crew, come out to help as well, where they are all shuffling water from the well to try and get stuff over. A few are going back and trying to get larger buckets filled up from the canal side to bring them over as they just try to douse the flames inside the inside that shed. I would say all of the Talon guards leave the inn at this point as they are all running backwards and forwards and working on this, leaving not many people left inside the inn. It'd probably be Dardri and Beda, Wilhelmina and Willow, Kosh yourself, and maybe one or two others. But the inn empties very quickly as these guys are working on an emergency. So
I think as the call for fire comes in,
Yep.
I think I'd put my drink down and also go outside to have a look and see what's going on, as if it was a shock to me.
Yep. Give me a deception or a performance.
I think they're the same performance. -1, deception -1. Yeah. 7.
7, nice. You give a very poor, like, oh no, what's happening in here? I can't believe this is happening. And then don't help as well. That's going on. There, you can see that as you are watching, although you are like, this is a shock and what's going on, they are in a state of like emergency and panic that they are trying to just get as many of these buckets in as possible. A few of them are like trying to pull the thatch off the roof. The guys that work in and around the inn are like screaming not to do so because they've got to have to rethatch the thing, as they're just trying to like get as much water into the thing as possible. But you can see the damage that's been done. This is where you would assess that damage and see that there's a lot of crates in this. 5 bloody carriages worth of crates, maybe hundreds or 100 crates that would have been loaded. Only 2.5 were unloaded at the time, and you've taken out a decent portion of those. Seeing the damage that's happened here, you can see that the work's that's going to have to go into getting this set back up.
The one thing I do want to do is just keep a constant eye on Borat and see where he goes.
Yeah, say cool. So, well, how long for? Would you be taking a rest? Because he's likely going to be up for a lot of the time to try and keep track of what's happening with these goods.
I'm going to stand outside for 10 minutes. What he does.
Yep. Yeah, and he is, even with your terrible performance, and you can see a few of the guys are like, why are you not going to help? He is ordering this. He's ordering these guards backwards and forwards, ordering them to stop the unloading of the crates. Those of you that went back to the ship, you hear the commotion, knowing full well what the commotion's about, as you can hear a few of the Talon guards shouting and swearing at the tugboat crew to like get stuff reloaded. The stuff that's just been taken off because a crate's just come round, get that back on, get it tarpauled down. We're not unloading anymore tonight. Like, they're going to be under guard. We're going to unload the rest in the morning. We're going to reload the rest in the morning. So everything gets stopped, but you will hear the commotion hit the dockside as they all the orders go round to essentially stop, lock down what you've got there, and then prepare, because they're going to be resending stuff back to load up these ships as quick as they can get them set and sorted. But it's going to be a lot of Talon work.
The other thing I want to see if just listen out for anyone finding any signs of the dead bodies we put in there.
They will obviously, it was only 6-7 minutes. They wouldn't have they will find them. I think you hear them pull the bodies out, and you hear a few of the guys call out that there's people that have been inside, and they get pulled out. Give me a perception check.
Sight, sound.
Sight.
That will be a 22.
22. You see that Rad, the Silent Ashes guy, inspects the bodies, as they've been pulled out. So they get pulled out to one side and lined up, and then the rest of the party are continue trying to, because the fire's still blazing, right? So they get to the first couple of bodies, they would have been closer to the front, get the car out of the way, and then as they're moving over, you see Rad goes and checks the bodies, and then he goes and whispers something into Borash's ear.
After my 10 minutes is up, I want to go back to the boats and tell my employer that there's been some kind of fire and there are dead bodies, and we should be prepared just in case we need to defend our goods.
Yeah, Kadri, like, okay, gets a few people up. Zilna, would have you made your way back as well?
Yeah, I was back
on the boat. So yeah, Kadri kind of gets up, looks around, looks for a few people to stand, watch, and guard, as he is a bit discombobulated, being asleep, but then kind of asks for some people to set watch. But this is like just about midnight, so it means a lot of the crews are going to have a pretty shit night.
Yeah, but this is what you'd be expected to do.
Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, like there's been a fire. What? Okay, crew, like looks out. You guys are on watch. Who's on second watch? We're gonna have to walk around. It's understandably just gonna be miserable for everybody.
Could I, having heard that there's a fire outside, suggest to Wilhelmina that we go back to the boat, because I don't know how big or scary the fire is going to be, and it might take the inn.
Yeah.
And then go and collect Beda and Deirdre as well and take them back to the boat.
Yeah.
I'll give them my cloak to put over them because it's still raining. And then take Wilhelmina and the boxes back to the boats.
Okay. Yeah, so you can make your way back. Again, you see a few of the tugboat crew have been kind of pulled into this, and you can see the commotion that's going on, but they're not pulling anybody else in to do any work here. You can just hear the shouting and the swearing, even as you get back to the boat, that there is still this commotion that's going to run on late into the night. So yeah, and there is one of there's 3 tugboats, right? One of them's got Lee in it, and the other one could easily house the 3 of you. It's not ideal for Wilhelmina, but having heard there's a fire, and then and seeing the talons, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, and I'll also check with Ian if there's anything that I can do to help him. Because I don't know what's happened. So I just know there's been a fire and they're all being pulled around. So I'm going to say to him, does he need any help from me? Yeah.
No, his advice to you to be like, no, just please look after your carriages. Looks like, I don't know what time we'll be leaving in the morning because we've had this mix up. Apparently there's been a fire at the inn. So we'll be doing our best to get the goods up and loaded. It may be a late night. I apologize if it's a little noisy, but we'll try and get ourselves going with this weather. Maybe we'll just we'll only take half a rest. So but yeah, just please keep yourselves on your carts and look after yourself. We don't know what's happened here, but fire in this weather doesn't sound like it was anything natural, unless they were harboring something in those boxes that were flammable, possibly.
Just let me know if you need anything. Okay, I'm going to stay here with these guys. I'm just going to check on the others, and then I'll go and see if I can see Gimbar or. Yeah, I'll go looking for Gimbar first.
Yeah, so
and
Gimbar,
poke my head into Lee.
Everyone else made their way back, so Gimbar should be in and around or somewhere close to that, the boat.
Can you see the finance table from the boat?
It's not quite. You can see the light. You can see the front, where the front torches would have been. But in this weather, it's so dark. You can smell the burning. You can smell the smell of like wet burning, like bonfire smell. But it's a bit too dark, and because it's so wet, there's no like torchlights and stuff out and open at the moment. So mainly you're hearing shouting that's echoing across. It's only a short-ish distance, like 5-ish minutes. You're hearing that sound echo about, and you're smelling the burning, but I don't think you could see exactly what's going on.
I'd just be on the edge of the boat, sort of looking out towards it, enjoying the chaos.
In a similar question, is there any chaos happening on my boat? Because I went back to the boat, didn't I?
Yeah, when you get back with Ent would have left at the same time the fire was, so but he would come back not long after the rest of these guys come back, just being like, oh, there's a bit of fire. So he'd be like, okay, again, we need people to do watch out just in case if there's an arsonist about. We can't be losing our goods. We need to get paid for these, and he'll set you all about to make sure that you've got what they're called, watches. You've got people on watch for the evening.
But it's fantasy. We don't have watches.
You do. What's
Ba-dum.
sundials are? Wearable sundials.
Sick.
So yeah,
I want one of them.
He'll be doing the same. Coming back, checking. You can hear that he is a little, not necessarily worried, but that he is. There's a bit of like, oh god, this close out. We need to make sure we're protecting our goods. That he wakes a few lots, be like, we're so close. Let's not fuck it up this close. So make sure that you guys have watches ready for your area. There's no suspicion that's cast by any of the merchants that come back, at least. I would say, with you moving around Gimbar, would you pass through and talk to Wilhelmina again? Or would you just be on watch?
I was kind of looking for you, Gimbar, to get you to come see Wilhelmina.
Well, if I don't find I wouldn't speak to Wilhelmina, I guess.
Yeah, because I think when you get back, like I said, one thing is like, hey, where is everybody? And seeing how agitated you are, you can see that she just gives you a look. Because she's like...
I've calmed down a bit now after the fight. It's kind of... Still a little agitated, but...
I think she would ask the question. I think she would ask you the question. She'd be like, are you okay? And then get yourself into any trouble now, did you?
No trouble. No, I'm all right. No, just I can't abide bullies and people using their wealth to gain to belittle others.
Can I insight him when he says he didn't do anything?
Yeah. He needs a roll. He needs a roll deception check because you're both inciting him.
Is this specifically into trouble or about the fire?
You can assume one and the same. When she's saying trouble, she's not saying random. Are you getting in trouble? But specifically not that fire. She's asking. She's like, hang on, a lot of shit's gone down. You were in there like blabbing your guts. You didn't come back, and now there's a fire, and you've been at the boat. And you're so.
My insight rolled off the page, so I don't know what I got.
Well, with a -1 to charisma, I got a huge 3.
3. So we can probably assume that. I mean, your plus is probably more than 3, isn't it, on insight?
Yes, it is +3.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so you would have definitely found it. So you failed on both counts. So I think probably you and Wilhelmina catch eyes as you look back at him, and you're like, "Oh fuck, he definitely has something."
I do have a grin. I do have a grin on my face.
Yeah.
100%.
It's where she will just be like, "Well, okay, well we've got a short bit of Anil, last leg to go. Let's not get anybody killed before we make it there, shall we?"
I don't say anything, which is let's get somebody killed.
Yeah. But yeah, both Philomena and Willow are aware that you had something to do with this, at least. Nice. So,
where's the other gnome?
Hannah, she went back to the boat as well, and she is hiding within your guys, like around your areas. She got herself back, same as you, and it's just gone into hiding. She'll be under the tarpaulin, squeezed between some boxes. But she came back with Zilna, so Zilna will know roughly where she is.
Yeah, I just want to find her if possible.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, if you'll move around looking for her, she'll pop her head out. Yeah, hello?
Can you, do a job for me?
Another one. I just did a couple of jobs there to save everyone's asses.
Well, yes, that is... I do not know what the dwarf was doing, but...
Right, what is it?
Can you keep a discreet eye on the Borash? I want to know if he is anywhere alone.
Alone? I can, well... Will she want to risk it? Give me a persuasion.
Yeah, this is going to go really well. -1 again. 14.
14. She's like, You want me to give up what little rest we're going to get to keep an eye on him just in case? I mean, I can do so, but I'm not wasting I need a full night's rest. We're coming into the Islet Kingdom. Last part. We need to make sure we don't fumble the next bit.
He is going to come for me. It would be better if I could take him out first. When he does not have his friends.
Well, I can watch him for a bit and see, but I'm going to have to take a rest. I can't risk not getting any rest before we go in, and we're going to need to track him. It may be that the time is not now after they're all working together on this. But if anything happens, I can... Well, if I find him on his own, where are you going to be?
Asleep, probably.
Yeah. Not going to be on his own for long, I assume.
Maybe we both go and watch him for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. She's like, okay. She claws out of her the boxes she squeezed between, get her cloak over, and releases herself up. Give me a stealth check.
What's my stealth? Okay, it's the plus at least.
Mm-hmm. What's a plus at least?
That will be 16.
16, nice. She got 21. So yeah, she leads you through as you go and take up, like, between the dock area where some of your boats are. The dock kind of goes, the boats are parked up. The dock is on the right hand side. The inn is like directly across, but across a kind of green patch. So she kind of takes you through that, where it's dead. It's dark because there's no shrubbery. It's muddy as hell because of all the water that's come up, but at least you can make your way through there. You don't need to worry about sound so much. It's more about staying hidden, and you get close enough that you're probably 80 foot away, being able to watch what is going on in the distance and see if you can track Borish's movements from there. Give me a D20, just a straight D20 roll.
That will be a 7.
7. Okay. You guys sit there and watch. You track Borish. Borish doesn't leave that site whilst they're moving and packing up. You can see that he there are a few guards. Give me a perception check. Sight
again.
Yeah, sight again.
13.
13 and has not much better on a 12. You can see that you can't make out exactly who they are, but you can see that Borash clearly has some, there is a tiering structure here. That is Borash, a group of like 3, and then someone else, as he's given a few of these guys orders to go over and deal with the boats and keep the boat stocking. He is staying here. Rad leaves him partway through that hour, but it seems like Borash is content on staying out for at least he stays out for at least that hour that you're there. She kind of looks at you and she's like, I don't think he's gonna go and sleep in a bed tonight where we can catch him.
Yeah, let's go back to the boat.
Yeah. As she so one thing at least with Borash, as much of a bellend he is in with his soldiers, it seems, at the moment. So he's not ordering to do something and disappear in. Such a heavy weight holds on his head from Zephirax that he is making sure he's properly supervising everything that's going on here to make sure it gets done. So you make your way back. But she says to you on the way back, okay, well, if Borash is the worry, he's the next one on the target list. So let's look out when we get to the next stage for an opportunity.
Yes, we will have to take him out.
As she gets back, gives her the coats again, squirrels in for the night. You can hear, as you settle down for the evening, as you are there's no putting up of tents and tarpaulin. This is just going to be like rough riding for most people, but that still will give you the chance to get some rest and to roll for a short rest if anyone wants to roll short rest dice. Is there anything anyone else would like to do? As you can hear the commotion, it sounds very much through the night like the Talon unloading has stopped, the reloading has started, and as the packing is happening, they are bringing crates and boxes to be set at dockside to be reloaded once there's enough for a new boat to be brought around. So the tugboat crew are doing their best to keep it quiet, but a lot of the merchants are now on alert and have watches open as well. So it seems like everyone's kind of a little bit awake, and the Talons are working hard to go through. But like I said, they will not get a chance to rest. So the vast majority of them are going to be on. I might actually just say all of them, because some of them are going to have to reload the boat as well. So we'll say all of the Talon guards will have a level of exhaustion for tomorrow. Yeah, anything anyone else would like to do whilst this is happening? That is the order of what you can make out they are doing at the moment. Fire going out, repacking of boxes, reloading onto carts, back to the dockside, loading up on the dockside, and then it'd be bring round the first ship that they part unloaded, get it filled up, then bring round the other one, load that one up, ready for the morning so they can get on the road or on the river. Sweet. So you'll take short rest. Broken in different parts. Those of you on watch at different parts can see what's going on. It sounds like the Talons are busy enough with what is going on with the reloading that there is no, whilst they may have suspicions, there is no revenge attacks head out in the night. No one comes out looking. Those of you that are on watch don't see much else other than hearing the constant screaming of orders being given. And it sounds like Borash is up giving orders for most of the night at least. As the day comes round, as the light is just starting to come up, you can hear the boats are being loaded. It looks like you'll be out on the road, maybe on the river, sorry, maybe an hour or two later than you normally would. So towards like 8-9 a.m. in the morning for the last stint into the Islet Kingdom. The rain has dissipated a little, less torrential, more just patchy and cloudy, as the sun is fighting to get through, but is struggling. So it's still going to be a wet day as you make your way down. You know, this is the not the toughest bit of the journey, but the bit that will have the most maneuvering as you make your way into the Islet Kingdom. The way I forgot the map. I have a button on the map. I do. You can kind of see at the bottom. It's not very good on here. The way that the river comes in, you come down onto a river, you have to go against the tide and then turn back on yourself to get into the North Docks. So it's a shorter distance journey, but it takes a lot more time because these little tugboats don't have a lot of grunt when they're going against the current. But you will be traveling down towards the Islet Kingdom for the last day. So as everything gets packed up, tugboats get pulled back into order. You note that the Talon boat that was at the back, so behind the Nimblefingers crew, is now at the front. So in part of the reordering, that Talon wagon that was away from the others has been brought forward in front of the Ember Coil one, in front of the Barbarians, Peril's old lot. So the back is now Hank and his tugboat, then the two Nimblefingers, and the empty wagon that you picked up. Then you've got Ian and Ricky. You've got the two split ones, so Dan's two, Ember Coil, a Talon, then Roger and Jack who are in the front tug, and 4 more Talon boats. So the Talon boats are all up front, which coming in means they're probably the first ones that are going to be docked and unloaded when you get to the Islet Kingdom.
Do they, given the morning,
yep,
did they look considerably lighter just as when we were having our breakfast? Just a glance, the Talon ships.
Yes. They're not, no, I wouldn't say, actually, I would say considerably. Looking at the front, you can see where they've tried to load up. You can see that definitely they've taken the one from the back to the front. There was only that, it looks like they've repacked the boxes pretty much as is. So the ones that were damaged have been either reshuffled to new boxes or put into some boxes. Give me a perception check.
7.
So you can't, maybe they've lost a couple here and there, but other than that, the crates look pretty, the wagons look pretty full. Difficult to tell.
Okay, no, that's fine. Thank
And with
you.
the 7, definitely even more difficult to tell. Yeah, so they're all topped up. Talons up front. No Dragonborn behind you, snooping at you guys. So Nimblefingers are bringing up the rear now, as all the tugboats start to pull off and make their way down towards the Islet Kingdom, kinking down onto the river before making their way back up towards. So you kind of come in and you turn into the marshways and will start making your way up towards the North Dock. As you are traveling towards, so probably a couple of hours in, getting close to where, as you come, you're far enough, you're probably equidistant from Easterval to the Islet Kingdom. You can see some you can just kind of see the outline. It's very flat ground, but you can see, because it's flat ground and marshy, you can see where it looks like there's just lots of rivers everywhere. Actually, what happens is, like, there's one river and it turns back on itself and turns back on itself. Very wet ground, but you can start to see, like, the build up of the city. You can start to see some of the, like, the fog and smog of the city, some of the taller buildings that sit within the Islet Kingdom as it comes into view, at least, even if it's a few hours away, as you'll kind of pass equidistant to it and then back on itself. Those of you that are out on watch and have a look as you kind of come in, as the clouds start to clear a little, can see these what look to be like larger, maybe like bats or like big birds, these huge creatures that are flying kind of around the top of the Islet Kingdom. And then as you get closer, a bit long in, some of you get a bit of a closer view. You see one of them dive down, grab something, and dive back up again. And it looks to be quite large. Anyone that is on watch or would be on watch and wants an idea of what these are can give me a nature or perception or investigation check for what these creatures are that are kind of flying around the city.
Yes. As always, is it a beast? Because I get extra stuff. I don't know how this works, because I don't know until I look.
Yeah. I think you would get extra stuff. What is the extra stuff you get? What's the
I need to look again. I get an extra 3 on my roll.
Okay, cool. I think roll yours, and I'll add the 3 if I know it's a creature that's in your book.
Okay.
It's the easiest way to get it.
29.
Bloody hell, 20. Jesus. Yeah, I got
15.
21.
And
Sorry.
I got 22.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, Hayward. I didn't mean to shit on your parade there. You're like, I've got 21, and I'm like,
got a good roll for
29.
once.
I did it. Let me just check this on. Let me get the stat block, which I thought I had. But I don't. Because I think, well, definitely the 15, they just look like big Yelos. They look like big old beasts. Definitely not birds, but you can't work out what they are. The rest of you see that the thing that it swoops down and picks up is a sheep. Takes a full sheep and then flies up into the air. These things look mental. I've actually forgot what they bloody are. Oh my god. My brain's actually stopped working. Oh, no, I've remembered. Yeah, okay. So you would get your plus on this one. Because they are indeed small dragons, but not, well, in the dragon family at least. For the rest of you, they look out of 29 actually. You would definitely know what these are, Merrin. These are wyverns. The rest of you, they look like dragons. They look like small dragons. They're a large creature, but from what you've been told about dragons, they look like small dragons that are just circling, and they were circling around and perched on roofs in the Islet Kingdom. Now they're swooping around in the northern lands. These lands are just big marshlands, open grazing farmland kind of near Easterbourne, and you see these creatures swing down these big tails as they stab in. Difference between dragons and wyverns, as Koss would know and Merrin you would spot versus everyone else, is that they only have rear legs. They walk on their wings like bats do, like pterodactyls do. They have a huge...
But I thought dinosaurs didn't exist in this world.
These are dragons. They kind of exist. Don't maybe... Merrin, you with that 29, your head explodes. And you're dead.
I just can't deal with the knowledge.
Yeah, you're like dinosaurs. Your head explodes. But yeah, so what makes them out is that they're part of the dragon family. They don't have front legs, so they're definitely not dragons. But they have these huge stinger tails that fly around here. So weird to see them. They're normally mountainous creatures, as you would know them. They don't normally hang around cities. They're hunters. They are known for being incredibly vicious, big meat eaters.
Did we not come across them in the cult cave? Did
Not
the
wyverns.
wyverns in there?
They weren't wyverns, no. They were like drakes.
Ah, Drakes, that was it.
Yeah, drakes, which are like the wingless versions of dragons. These are like the legless versions of dragons. So yeah, these they are just vicious of like dragon lineage, thought to be at some way descended from dragons, but are normally mountainous creatures, savage creatures you wouldn't want to go hunting, known to be very, very vicious if they are in like mating packs, because they will just eat anything for fun. They kill for fun, and they will eat until they're hungry. But yeah, these you see two of them that are flying, that have been perched around the Islet Kingdom, have been flying out and around. Very strange to see them in the Islet Kingdom, and when spotted out, Willow, there aren't normally wyverns, not that you know, flying around the Islet Kingdom. So yeah, you see these huge predators, but they're like not close enough to cause the wagons any problem, the convoy any problem, but you see them hunting out here, these huge big kind of grey-green beasts diving, stingering in, lifting up full sheep, eating them, flying off as they spin round, and then slowly wing themselves way back to the Islet Kingdom, where they seem to be perching on buildings within the central islet itself, the central island in the middle of the town. And that's carrying on the rest of your journey. So yeah, that's the main thing that spots out as you make your journey in. One of the things as the weather starts to clear, these huge creatures moving off in the distance, and then the ships continue down. They do divert off left round to the kind of east of the city and start making their way up towards the dock. As you can see, the tugboats kind of get out into formation and work their way up the outside of the canal of the river, where it's much wider here, as they come into the Islet Kingdom and towards the north dock area, right on the edge of the city.
Before we head in towards the city bit, can I use one of my Tinker's magic thing to create some string? And I kind of want to tie it into quite a unique kind of knot and show that knot to Willow. So
that's a lovely knot. Silna, did you do that yourself?
Yes.
Oh, are you a
Take note of
fisherman
it.
or?
Take note of it, and
Okay. Yep. It
when
looks a
you
bit like a
need to,
bow.
when you need to, you know what to do.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
And is it still raining, or is it a drier day? It's still raining.
Still
okay.
raining. Not torrential, but it's still raining. Tarpaulins will still be up on the boats.
Yeah, I say I want at some point. I'll try before we get into it. Get under the tarp for my boat and try and get this bit of string into one of those crates.
Okay. Yeah, that you would be able to do. It's a piece of string, so the crates aren't. Well, they have to be tarped over, so they're not airtight. Getting something larger than a piece of string would be difficult, but yeah, you can find a gap in some of the like planking between and forces through. So you want that is going to go into one of the Nimble Fingers crates.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, easy enough to do. You're supposed to be watching those crates anyway. It's only a piece of string that's wide, so yeah, I think you'll be able to find one. Any ones you'd particularly be looking at doing it on, or just one of them? There's some larger crates in here, which seem to be holding much like larger single pieces, and then a few smaller crates as well. All are supposedly destined for the same place, but it's whether you...
Yeah, I guess the ones that had the larger kind of like armor / automaton sort of style packages.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, so you can do that. As the dock starts to come into sight, you can dip under, start getting ready. You hear some of the crews calling in as you pull up and into kind of rank to make your way into the Islet Kingdom for the first time. You can see that this dock area is huge. It is called the North Dock. It is right on the east side of the city. And for did I put the fucking map of the share thing? Did I not?
Willow's looking around in awe as she goes in to her hometown. I'm just using filler so you can find them out.
Good, thank you.
To her home city.
Home
This
city.
isn't how she remembers it.
It's so different than it was before. Nice. So yeah,
I want to add that as we're kind of coming up, I want to be talking to Arlon everything I know about wyverns and kind of pointing them out because I feel like he'd be very interested. I feel like he's got that vibe.
He has got that vibe actually. Yeah, nice. So yeah, the difference between the creatures, the fact that they like walk a bit like bats, but have these big, huge stinger tails, and they sting their predators to death before killing them. They don't hang around to fight; they swoop about. But yeah, he's like, what? As you come in and see, you can see as you come in. So you're coming into this right next to my head. Wait, I can do it here. Ding, ding, ding. This north dock here. So into the Chisel Quarter, into the merchant, near the merchant district. This is one of the largest docks, and as you pull in, you can see that there are just like 3 big docking ports with 3 big cranes that load onto these like whale carts that run off into these huge warehouses, and then there must be a facility that takes them out from there. So the boats are getting ready to pull in and come round. That's on the north bank. As you look across, you can see where those the central islet of the Islet Kingdom, this spur of land that is sat in the middle of the two where the rivers split. You can see those wyverns are landing and hatching around what is the royal palace. So on the far side of the islet, they are on a huge lookout tower that sits on the split of the river, and they are perched up there. You can see they're kind of damaging it the way they're hooked in. That they're causing a bit of damage to the roofs around there, but they seem to be nesting or roosting around the king's palace. That is where they've come back to in the city as one of the taller points. But yeah, and your boats come into the dock. You can see they're going to be unloaded, and then you start to go through this process of boats being unloaded, stuff getting taken off, being loaded off onto rail carts being pushed around and sent off into facilities. So you know that this is about to start happening. Clearly, the Talon ships are going to be done first as they come up, but there's a chance as the boats start pulling to the dock for you guys to make your way off earlier if you would like to. I think Wilhelmina will want to get off and get going as she goes into because once you're off the boats, you're done. There's no warehousing required. The rest of you you're just being paid for for getting to the end of the journey. As soon as that boat's in the dock, you can get paid and are kind of released. But you can see that these cranes take the goods off these carts into rail carts, which take them either into warehousing or on to another facility where they get loaded up and then are going to be put onto carts and rolled out. So you've got to decide who's following what where. But we pull into.
And we need to agree where we're going to meet afterward.
Yes.
Willow will, as we're kind of approaching, she'll reference some places in the. Where does she want them to meet? She'll kind of give a rough overview about the different areas.
Yep.
And tell them to meet back at the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Within the steps, at, she hopes, the church that's there, that was once there. She'll describe the building, just say meet near there.
Yeah, so you can give out a rough direction. It's on essentially on the north bank, on the west side of where you are now. You've come into the east, on the north side of the bank. The steps are the far west side on the north side of the bank. But yeah, if you're following crates. So as these start to come in, as the procession starts, I was going to change the music to see. It was the same one for so many weeks. Oh, it sounds the same. As you pull in, you're starting to see that this procession is happening. These boats are starting to be unlocked. So that the first 5 that are going to come off of the Talons lot, you have already found out that there are likely, all the goods here are likely going to be forward moved. And there are going to be 3, if the plan is still the same, 3 cargo movers. There's going to be the fancy stuff and the gold stuff with Borash and Rad are going to look after. There's going to be weapons that are going somewhere, and then there's going to be the nimble fingers, the automaton parts that are going to go somewhere. So there are 3 cargo deliveries that will be going out if they are unloaded and sent out the same way. Talons, weapons, nimble fingers. So that's the order in which they'll be going. That'll be split over the hours it takes to unload and go through. So as you guys are kind of coming off, you've got time now to decide, okay, who's going to go with what? Are we tracking? Do we have anything else we want to do? But as you can see now, the flow is starting to happen. So it's going to be talons load first, the golds and goods, then the weapons will be the next ones off if they load them, and then it's going to be nimble fingers. So who wants to do what?
So as I explain about the step, and then remember that I'm locating an object within 1,000 feet. Maybe it's not the best place to meet if it's right around the other side.
Depends if you're just locating them and then going, or like what's your plan is to find out where in the city they're going. Your original mission, I will remind you, was to track and find out what the hell or why the hell all this gold was being moved from the north to the south. And originally you were told it was going on to Giant Country. So yeah, are you just tracking to find its destination and then reporting back to each other? Are you, what are you going to try and fucking stage a heist in the middle of the Islet Kingdom? What is your plan with tracking these goods? Said the P word again.
I'm not interested in tracking anything except the gold.
Yep.
So do you want to follow the Talon ones then? The front ones?
I'm assuming my gnome friend will be doing the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've given the stuff for the other, to the nymph finger stuff to be tracked. So with that locate objects, that should hopefully be able to allow Willow to track that one.
I am going with Wilhelmina first, so that'll have to happen afterwards.
I'll go with Willow. Makes sense.
It's fine because that's the last. It'll be the last boat to be
The last one's off, yeah.
unloaded. So.
So Gimbar and Willow go with Wilhelmina to the posh district. Because we're getting off first, and then track Zilna's box last. Wilhelmina wants us to take her directly, and then we'll get to find out, won't we, Gimbar?
Yeah.
Yep. So Willow and Gimbar are going to go with Wilhelmina and then come back, or try and use the locate object to find out where it's going on. 1,000 feet. Yep, I'll have to work out some distances. That's fine. Hannah, Zilna, and Koss are going to go with the Talon's cargo. So, and then the Nimble Fingers one is being tracked. So I suppose Yelos and Merrin, are you wanting to track your goods to find out where they're going, or you want just to stick with the gold? There is no need to track everything. It's just that they are all going to different places in the city. Will that help by having more information, or do you want to increase your odds by more of you following goods? What I will tell you above table, like what is to follow, is a series of tracking scenes. So trying to follow, trying to find information, trying to stay unseen as the goods move within the very busy city towards their different districts. So depending on how far they're traveling will depend on how many checks are required and whether that goes good, bad, you get spotted, whatever else, knowing full well that the Talons are running with exhaustion as well.
I have an over-the-table question in a similar sense. Obviously, I know where my goods are going because I overheard that conversation very early on in the trip.
Yeah.
Does that mean I actually know where it is, or does it mean that if I were to track it to make sure that I would have bonuses to that? Or is that one I can just find out?
No.
Because I don't want to do the tracking if I don't need to.
No, it's going to they're going to the Talons, but where essentially that's.
I was told a warehouse, was I not?
Yeah, but this is the warehouse. You're at the warehouse now.
Ah, right. I see what you mean.
They're going to be delivered from the warehouse to somewhere else.
Okay.
So do you want to find out? So that's the same with the automaton parts with Nimble Fingers. They're going to the warehouse and then they're being sold on. So is it just waiting to see whether they are just sold on straight away? Do you want to track where they go to see if you can see why they're buying so many weapons? And with the weapons delivery, it's both the Ember Coil ones, which are like experimental weapons, and it's some nicely made new swords and stuff from the split. So it's whether you want to get extra information about where the end goal is, or you want to double up and make sure you don't lose sight of the gold with more of you tracking it. essentially there's leads and stuff everywhere. You can split yourself up and try and attack all of them, or you're like, if we don't want to risk it, we can all just go for one, but we might miss out, or we definitely will miss out on some information elsewhere.
I think Merrin's going to go for the gold.
Yeah.
He's going to try and fulfill the objective. And if something happens with the weapons in the interim, that can happen. But I don't think Merrin would... I don't think Merrin would take charge of a separate lead, I think is how I'm going to phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go for the gold, please.
Yep.
Would Yelos even take part? Since he's not really part of the group.
He, I mean, it's up to Yelos. He can just sit with his finger up his ass. Yelos has got a taste for adventure.
He's just been paid as well.
And he's just been paid.
How much did we get paid? I forgot.
You know what? If you didn't write it down,
depends. It depends on your own contract.
Every individuals. I'll go through and mark it up. But yeah, it's up,
how many days were we?
2 weeks, 2 full weeks.
Oh, I get paid per 5 days. That's annoying.
Oh.
Dock his
Anyway.
pay.
We'll dock his pay.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out later. Sorry.
So yeah, up to you. Obviously, if you decide that Yelos has got a taste for adventure and he wants to tag along and see what these guys are up to, and then you're more than welcome to, because that makes more sense for you not sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, no,
you can spend your money. So
if he's just been paying crap for the money.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He's gonna get paid. He's gonna get paid for it. Well, he's gonna get paid a lot less than everyone else, obviously. But yeah, I would say Yelos now, having leveled up and had a couple of fights, has got a taste for adventure. Whether hearing everything that's going on, you want to tag along with some guys to find out what's going on, or you want to go and do your own investigation for stuff, or you want to go find out what's happening with certain people. It's up to you.
I like to think of Yelos as a bad smell and that he just follows us around.
Yeah, I think he just turns up and that could be useful.
He would actually just follow you guys around.
Yeah.
He's trying to get as much experience from you guys as he can.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll go with the majority of the group.
Yeah. Yeah, on talents on cargo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. And the Nimble Fingers is being tracked with the...
How are the Talons splitting their guards for this?
They are. You won't know until you see them go out. You assume. Well, you know Borash and Rad are going with the gold cargo, and you know that they were splitting their guards across all of them. Whether they're going to put more of them on the gold cargo and less on the others, you don't know, but you can make assumptions. All of them will have guards.
If there's going to be Kos, Hannah, Merrin, and Yelos on gold, then I may try and go on to the Nimble Finger stuff instead.
Mm-hmm.
If we go do the jewels, we can come back and pick you up or meet you close to where I'd start tracking.
Does still not have message?
No. If there's I'm assuming there'll probably be some sort of bar or something nearby to where the warehouse is, maybe.
Well, sounds like a good idea.
No,
Oh,
you're
can
still
make
doing
that.
your job.
Oh, after the contract, obviously.
After last night, you're on a bloody detox.
Peh. What off?
how dare you?
I'm sure there'll be beer houses near the docks, right?
But there's beer houses everywhere.
Yeah, especially around
Yeah,
that area.
I think I'll probably will then. I mean, assuming that Kos and Hannah are fine with me tracking the separate package. I know the main goal is the gold, but
Oh,
Yeah.
Cost live without his assistant, though.
He's got a new little assistant in Hannah.
Someone needs to hold my hat.
I thought you were going
What?
to say hand.
Yeah,
That's cute.
yeah. I think. I think it'd be easy enough for you to be like, well, this stuff.
yeah,
is
explain
gonna be
that
worth-
that's all
yeah,
going to
This is
talent,
also going to be
so-
worth money to find out what's going on with it. Which is, you guys have got that gold sorted. I could get this. It'd be easy to sell it to her to be like, this is more
Yeah.
gold for us. But also, she just cares about not losing tracking the gold now.
Yeah.
And before it was like, no, if you want to die, you want to die. There's no real skin off her nose. But it'd be easy enough for you to be like, hang on, if you're all doing that, there's no point us all doing it. We could get more spoils, more information for the mercantile, and that's really your goal as well. So yeah.
So I'll hang around nearby, a bar or something like that. So, and then if I can, keep a bit of a track on what's moving while I'm waiting for them to come back.
Yeah, you'll be able to see
That'll
them
help, because if you can see your boxes are starting to move and then you go to the pub, when we get there you can then say like how long ago it was, so we can work out roughly how far away it was and stuff.
Yeah, the direction that things are heading and whatever.
Yeah, which I think the spell does, but it just sort of maybe makes it a bit easier for me to track it.
Yeah, and if
we're
it's
lucky.
1,000 feet?
Yeah. And direction.
Yeah, but it's...
It tells you the direction. You don't need to know the direction. Just anything within 1,000 feet.
Yeah, it tells you.
Yes, it's not even very far. It's only like 300 meters. Which in a city isn't very far.
Yeah. So maybe you keep an eye on the box. And then if it does start moving, you can see roughly which way.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So you get in. You all disembark. You all are paid out. Well, apart from Willow and Gimbar, as you depart with your crates, you'll have a slightly different, because yours might be a follow mechanic, more of a check you're not being followed mechanic, versus the others with your tracking. But you will all be paid. I was just trying to find where we put the payment. Oh yeah, I wrote it down somewhere.
I think I noted that mine and Cos was 10 gold for every 5 days.
Yeah, I think most of
Mine and Gimbar's was more than Cos's, because we enjoyed that.
Mine was 8, because I have it noted, because I made notes.
Oh, good. Cos's was 0.
Yours is 50 gold per 5 days.
Yours is nothing.
I made that 28 gold for me.
In total.
How many days did we say again, sorry?
14. 2 weeks.
Oh, we're doing...
So 10 and pro rata.
We'll do 10 in a bit. Or you can do it for 15 if you want to round up. None of you fucked up that much to be docked. Apart from peril.
Oh, what's 4/5 of 8?
Nice.
I'll do the maths. That's fine.
So as the ships get in and enough of them are there, the guards are all released. You see you come through. As you get past the dock, your guys are there. So like Kedri pays out Zilna and Kos. Thanks you guys. And Kedri just it says about he'll says to you Zilna about like I'll pass your name on if we have any if you need any more work. He's like check in the Guild Street, there'll be some work, the Chisel Quarter, and which point is like right next door. They have some automaton work there, and they have another shop called Nimble Fingers in the Chisel Quarter. But yeah, he says he'll pass your name on if you wanted extra work, but to go and speak to those people in those shops.
Okay.
Did you guys get paid off? Ent is very happy. And Merrin gives you a little pat, gives you a little hug, thanks you for your guidance to Arlon on the trip there, pays you out, and Yelos does the same, and sends you off as he is waiting for his cargo to be sorted. Vilhelmina,
I want to give him a noble bow as I depart from the ship, but with a bit of flourish.
He has a little chuckle, and as he
that's a 15 on the acrobatics check for the flourish.
For flourish, it was very flourishy. He's very impressed. He as he shakes your hand and pulls you in just for a little shoulder to shoulder tap, as you have to go down to his height as a dwarf. He will just whisper in your ear, "Don't worry, lad, about who you are. Believe in yourself. You don't need any disguises." And he shakes your shoulder and goes, "Right, come on, Alan, let's go." As they get ready to watch their goods coming in. Yelos Merrin paid off. And then Vilhelmina is waiting for you guys. She's like, "Let's go." She wants to get out. You're carrying your goods essentially to the Guild Street where the jewelers is, where she's supposed to make this deal.
Yep.
Nice. So we take a quick pee break before we come back. But as the goods come off, you can see that the dock workers, that the tugboat workers are all just about getting the goods in. These huge cranes that whiz round are unloading like bags of these, or as many of these crates they can get into the nets as possible. They get pulled around, they get loaded into these carts. The carts are hand pushed on these rail systems that take them out to different warehouses. But you can see most of the stuff that you guys are unloading goes on the leftward route all the way around and pulls into another building, which is a stable, which is where they take carts in. They again load them from the train car onto a horse cart, and then they'll start getting them ready to go out. These carriages that move out. The Talons one is the one that's getting loaded up first, and they'll probably take an hour or so per each one. Once the Talons one is done as the largest, it'll probably take an hour per each one to get them loaded before they move on again. So you have a bit of time as we're moving around. But you are moving across the city, so it will take, each of the districts will take like 15-20 minutes as a chunk of time. So hours will pass as well as you track through the city. You can only go at a certain pace because it is a very busy city. This Islet Kingdom is about, in population, I think it's 4 or 5 times the size of Allhearth, and Allhearth is a pretty chunky city. This has got like hundreds of thousands of people in it. It's a busy boy. But we'll take a pee break, and then we'll come back for a little bit of tracking through the city. Can we keep our eyes on the prize and not get spotted? There's only one way to find out. Nice. I don't know anyway.
I don't know about anyone else, but based on the spoilers that I saw on the screen, is anyone back? Hello?
Yeah. Hello, I'm back. Sorry.
I'm very much looking forward to Reese playing a good at persuasion character, similar to how I was when Kins was playing a good at persuasion character.
Kins is still playing a good at persuasion character.
I know. Yeah, but she's kind of got the hang of it now. It'll be interesting to see it from Reese.
That's so kind. Thank you so much.
I may have changed my stats slightly.
Because of what I just said, or?
No, because I realised I didn't put enough into strength.
Did I not say when Hatter did that? And then he got sent a thing. So he hadn't put enough strength in to be able to wear armor. So he had like 5. Was it? I can't remember what it does. It does something to your walking speed. It makes your walking speed like 5 foot. And then our DM like
and I think you get like disadvantage on certain things as well.
Our DM like screenshot it and sent it to him saying, "What, you plan on fucking playing a turtle? What's going on?" And then we got to the day and he was like, "Oh, that was me." It's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." Yeah, obviously. Like, look at your character. And he did the same thing. Built a cleric and just didn't put any points in. And it's like, oh.
No, you just go cantrips.
Cantrips. Yeah, because you doubled up your cantrips as well.
Yeah, I've sorted those out. I've got a couple of different cantrips, but I was looking at for like a background that has like a cook background, but I couldn't really see one.
I think you can make.
So I kind of left it.
Oh, that's with them. But you can make one, or you can pick
okay.
whatever it is. I think we did before the other ones because.
Hang on, is he playing lukewarm?
Don't. He better not be. I tell you, he'll die. I'm brutal.
Who's lukewarm?
I mean, you've seen what his name is, Weaver.
Yeah. Lukewarm was.
No, he doesn't exist yet. Reese's maybe new character doesn't exist yet, and we haven't seen his stat sheet, which is changing.
He Lukewarm was the last person that tried to play funny characters, and now doesn't play with us anymore.
I would argue that Weaver was the last person to try and play a funny character.
Rip.
I mean, Arthur for a whole campaign.
Yeah.
That wasn't me trying. Oh,
That just naturally came out.
It wasn't that funny either.
that's why it wasn't. That's why I'm saying I wasn't trying.
Uh,
I'm trying to save my blushes.
right.
Anyway,
Let me just double check I know what I'm doing.
I just wait before we all separated. I wanted to do one thing, which use something I always forget that I have, and use the transmute magic item thing I have for my replicate items, and I will transmute my manifold tool to become sending stones and hand one to the group that are following the gold.
Okay.
So that we can actually contact each other.
I will say as you hold this out, you lost. Take this stone.
You've got a job.
Yep, I will take the stone.
Use it straight away.
I would have specifically
look
gone straight to. I would have specifically gone to Merrin and said, "Merrin, you keep hold of this and let us know once you."
Of course.
Merrin, give this stone to Yearloss.
No.
If only someone in the party would have cared for that with her life.
You're not going for the
if only.
gold though.
See if Silner will let you hold his one.
No.
I mean, you can do.
You've got one anyway. Wait a minute.
I don't want to talk to these people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
So
still
what are you
doing my
moaning about?
job.
What are you moaning about then? What are you moaning about? Right. I think I have everything set up. I wrote this all down, and now it's ruined my mind. So, what we have is a journey, an unknown journey to you guys. There are stage points within the city that we'll move through. I might put the other screen up for it. I'll decide. As you travel through the city, keeping track. The Islet Kingdom is a bustling, busy city. By the time you guys arrive, it would be late. You would have travelled not all day. You would have travelled most of the day. So it's probably like mid-afternoon. So it's still bright, still light, still a lot of people in the streets, and that's the problem. So these carts and carriages, as they move through the streets, whilst the streets are wide enough for them easily, there are people moving about as well. So they can't move at a lot of pace. They have to move quite slow, but there's a lot of chances for them to move and get lost, or you to lose sight of them, depending on where it's going. And also, whilst there's a lot of people moving around, it's still that people will still be aware. There will still be chances that things could happen, could slow them up, could speed them down, that you could get spotted, that you might need to hide, whatever else happens. But you will be needing to track these different carriages on their different cargo routes throughout the city, so you get to explore the city a little bit and find out where the end destination of these goods really are. For Willow and Gimba, Wilhelmina is going to take you where you need to go, so it is less about that journey and more about just rolling to see if anything untoward is happening as you are close to the end of your journey, but you are still going to have to be walking through the streets of Islet Kingdom, carrying 2 large chests and one chest or one briefcase attached to the wrist of Wilhelmina. So there's still some risk.
Yep.
Nice. So we will start with Wilhelmina and this is going to get more confusing. I'm going to do it I should have built like a little tracker system that I could put your little markers on the map and move around, but I didn't think about that until just... Wait. I'm going to do that because it's going to hurt my brain otherwise. I'll just do it on the map, on the TV. Because you could all be moving at the same time, and rather than one person going through two people's full journey because of time, I might need to do it for a second. To here. So I'm trying to go full screen. I'll have to do. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, nice. Oh, come on. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's the Islet Kingdom. So you are all up here in the who's the three parties? Yeah. I'll use one of your characters. Don't be offended. Nice. So I'll keep track of where you're moving then. So what will happen is you'll move for each of these each of these districts. As you move through, each of the districts will be about 20 minutes in time as you're moving through them. So hours will pass as we get into the day, and that means when we're keeping track of each other, that some people will be at different parts of the city. So if you're trying to get across and help, that'll also come into play. But Wilhelmina and her little merry band will be on the way to, she tells you, it is called Fizzle's Charms. It is a jeweler's shop that is on Guild Street, and she is to go there with all the goods, make a delivery, take payment, and at that point you guys will be paid. So can you, or one of you, give me a D8 roll, please?
Do you want to do it, Kimber?
I don't mind.
Yeah, go on, you do this one.
There'll be a few rooms, so you can take it in turns if you want.
D8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 2.
A 2.
Did you sneeze?
Nice. As you... that was terrible, Dan. Can someone... Can I give you disadvantage
The
again?
delayed sympathy chuckle I appreciate.
My
Thank you.
brain has to process everything you guys are saying, even when I'm talking, and sometimes it takes a little while to get through. As you guys are leaving the dock and making your way into the Chisel Quarter, so you leave the dock area by foot out of the route that the cargo trains were going into the streets of the Chisel Quarter. The Chisel Quarter itself is the actual merchants district, where there's a lot of carpenters, a lot of mainly carpenters, steelworks, some forges. A lot of the other work happens in the south bank, the smelly stuff, leatherworking and bits. But up in the north, closer to the docks, is where a lot of these merchants are. There's a hell lot of woodworking going on, a lot of stone masonry work as well. That's what I was looking for. As you make your way through the Chisel Quarter, you come across your first running with a Talon patrol. You see fully guarded, gilded up priests in their robes, bald-headed humanoids in their robes, and these hunter guards with their gold flex helmets as they are patrolling through the streets. As not necessarily that you would be in trouble with them, but walking around with huge crates of gold with staff attached to your arm. And Wilhelmina seems very worried about being caught with any of this stuff here. Can I get you guys to roll a stealth check? Well, your choice. Stealth check or deception check as a group to beat the Talon's DC. The DC is 14, I'll tell you.
I got a 22 stealth.
So you all
Does that
got
mean
those
I
stealth.
have to do stealth?
Yeah, you got to decide if you can do
Okay.
stealth.
Okay, I'll do stealth because you got a high roll, but I have got disadvantage.
Okay. Oof.
Yep. Oh my god, I rolled in that one.
Whoa.
Come on, Wilhelmina.
So hang on, what did you get?
Pull it
22.
back.
22. One. And
Well, she's
Wilhelmina.
got a plus, surely.
Yeah, she got a plus. But just not the lots of stuff because she's got jangly. So she only got 13. which is an average of 12. Failed at the first hurdle. That is cool. It doesn't break. It doesn't like end the game. They just alert suspicion, just raises the DC for all the checks going on. So as you are moving through, she spots it, you spot it late, and you go to hide, and then realize that you are like in the middle of the masonry district with these two big chests. You've got Willow in a tin can, and you kind of stop as they walk past. They kind of give you a second glance as you guys are moving through, and you can feel that the suspicion has been raised. They don't stop and question, but they stop, and you know that that patrol has noted you as they carry on. If they're to loop back round again, your level has gone up. So essentially, your risk, your DCs have just gone up straight away.
Great, thank you so much.
Good job. So yeah, you've got to roll all the same checks, and it may be worth going through and deciding which ones you do as you go. It depends on what you roll. So you had your first one in Talon Guards. Slight suspicion as you make your way through the Chisel Ward. You're just keeping track of them. It would be like you get a few streets over, look over your shoulder. They're kind of still there, following you a little bit. They're not getting ready to stop you, but they're just checking there's nothing too shady going on. Like your teenagers and their policemen. You've got a little bag of weed. But that takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes as you guys walk out into the Chisel Quarter and start making your way through. We'll say with the time, the Talon ships getting loaded and some of the things that they are close to being ready by the time you guys leave. Actually, I think you would probably... No, you would do two. You would do two before they go. So we'll do one more of your roll, and then we'll go on to the next one. So as you guys make your way north, into the Granary Ward. Granary Ward is where a lot of food is stored. Granary Ward is called that because it is where all the silos are, where all the wheat is stored, where all the farming that happens in the north is brought down, stored. Some of it's processed here. So you're making your way through a lot of bakers. Nice smell of freshly baked goods. Can someone give me a D8 roll for this movement, please?
This one.
My pins.
That is a 5.
A 5. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. You... Actually, I'll switch it slightly. You spot... Can you two both give me perception checks, please?
11.
17.
17. Philomena seems to get whiff that she thinks someone's following you, and that you and not Talon Guard this time. So you've noticed the Talon Guards, someone else is around. She gets like a whiff that something is off, and thinks you need to take a few back alleys, take a slightly longer route for Granny, like try and lose a tail essentially, because she's a bit worried for it. With what did you get? 17.
Yeah.
As you look around, you don't spot exactly who she's talking about, but you might think you saw a couple of like dark red, like a few, like two guys in deep dark red robes that are up, that move across, but you see them once or twice and then lose sight of them. But she is sure that she's seen something and wants you to get off and get going. So this time you have to do stealth checks as you are trying to dart down alleyways and get away from your followers, your tail.
Oof, that's a 10 for me.
That is a 6 for me.
And that's 13. Okay. Okay, so there's another fail, and it's a fail by 5. Okay, so that's another fail. You guys are you don't have a long way to go to get to the district, but you dart down a few alleyways. You get lost, have to come back on yourself. It is a shambles. You can see Vilhelmina is getting a little bit worked up that you've bumped into these Talons. You're getting now followed. She's like, guys, we need to. This is the most dangerous bit. We need to make sure we get to the goods to the end. So can we lock in, please? As she's worried. Sweet. So we've come back. to the gold party. Zilna, you're staying behind, keeping track. You can see that you can perch yourself on the edge of the dock. There is where there's the church that's there, there's the stable, and then there's, as you get just into the Chisel District, you can kind of keep yourself away where you're watching these carts come out, as you can see them going. You are having to rely purely on the fact that carts are being bundled together and leaving, and assuming that that is one set of goods leaving, and then assuming the next lot is the next set, because you have no other way of tracking what's going on there. But those that are following this cart see Borash and see Rad as they are waiting to lead out a few of these wagons that have been loaded high with these goods. They have big, they're quite wide set long wagons pulled by a couple of horses each, so they managed to get all of the goods piled quite high into 3 wagons. 3, I would say, probably overloaded wagons of all their goods. But you see Borash and Rad getting ready to lead out as the first, as this Talon Gold shipment is starting to make its journey. So can someone from the Gold run give me a D8, please? As you make the same route, you head off into the Chisel Quarter, into the district of masons and carpenters. You can take 1 each if you would like. No?
D8, did you say?
D8, yeah. Yeah, you also do rolls. Jesus Christ.
8.
Perfect. No issue. Clean movement. You guys make your way into the Chisel Quarter. No issues, no foul. You follow behind. There's a lot of these guards here. You can see that you've got Borash and Rad, and probably 10 of the Talon guards that are split across these. Either some of them as wagon drivers themselves, or as patrolmen walking either side or behind the carts. Because as these carts go out across the 3 carts that they've got 10 guards plus Borash plus Rad. It will be one more while before let's put an 8 in there before you head out, Zilna. So we will go back to the top, and Willow and Gimbar, D8 please.
I'm doing some again.
Go on, Ben. Get a good one.
7,
Try.
8.
We go invisible. Oh.
4.
Bang
Bang average.
It's bang average. Uh, 4 is okay. Should be environmental. Okay, cool. You make your way from the Granary Ward onto the top of Guild Street. Guild Street is it's called so because it holds all the guilds, funnily enough. So they are huge. It goes into this huge, almost dual carriageway of pathways. These 20-foot wide pathways, one on the left, one on the right, trees that run through the middle, and on the left and the right are all of these buildings that are all individually very lavish. There's like the Carpenters Guild, the Woodworkers Guild. There's lots of, as you make your way down, each of these buildings are trying to clearly outdo the other one in some way, shape, or form as you're moving through. But this is where you hit the thoroughfare where it gets very, very busy, and you are having to pick your way through a lot of people, also on the assumption that you are being followed and you've alerted someone. With that many fails, you think you're being tailed, whether it be Talons or by someone else, so you need to pick your way through. Can you give me perception checks, please? So these will be perception checks against a DC to find and plot the best path, to not get caught in like a swell of people where you're stuck and not moving at all. You're trying to find the gaps in a crowd.
Fuck me, I got 5.
I got 6.
Oh my god. I got nat 20, so someone's pulling up the rank.
Thank God for Wilhelmina.
Yeah.
I got Philomena.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, you two, Eustace, you've got these big crates, you're trying to find your way through. I mean, kind of makes sense. Last time, Willow, you were in a seat this big was when you were a kid, so not so much. And then you've been in Allhearth, which is busy, but this is something else. This is like non-Londoners trying to walk in London, and you're like, the fucking stuff on the pathway. You're the tourists. Wilhelmina is dipping her way through the crowd easily, spotting people that are stopping them in front and making their way around. You two are just like hitting blocks constantly. She is anxious to get there, but now you're on Guild Street. You are close to Fizzle's Charms. It's at the end of Guild Street near the Merchant's Bridge, so you should be pretty close to making your way there. But you have alerted to a level where she thinks you're being followed and is quite anxious. Gold boys, following Talon's cargo, you guys are not far behind as you enter the granary ward to make it round onto Guild Street again. Can somebody give me a D8, please?
My turn. 8.
Yeah, you move without problem. Just moving through. It's a very well guarded wagon. The Talons are keen to get this thing moving, and you are able to track it. They don't seem too. I would say, as they got off and got moving, with you guys picking up the trail behind, the Talons don't seem too alert at the moment as to being followed. They seem keen to get going rather than watching around and who is watching who might be following what's going on. They've got like 12 guards against 3 cards. I think they probably feel quite comfortable. Plus, they're exhausted. Nice. You guys move on. Nice and easy. So as you head off, you get into the granny ward. The next wagons come through. Cecile, you see they would be the last ones, but we'll send you out now. It's only one behind. So you see the Talon guards leave. 10 or so minutes pass, and the weapons leave. And then you see like a much smaller, just a 2 wagon. It's almost like on a double wagon getting pulled by a couple of big like Shire horses. As you see that, you recognise the longer boxes that are being set across the 2 cards as the nimble fingers, as they are going to leave the dock now. So can you give me a D8, please?
Yeah. That's an 8.
You actually rolling these 8s, so you guys just saying 8s now. You're just making burning.
I mean, kids just being the only ones, honestly.
I've got 8,
I
8,
agree,
8,
I'm
1, 1.
See my roll in D&D Beyond?
Maybe we get advantage. I don't know. Just crazy.
What, for being shit? You don't get rewarded for being rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So yeah, you move again without fail into the Chisel Quad. So as we're all making our way around, everything is looking cushy, unless you're Wilhelmina, who is now panicking about the money she is spending on guards. Can you guys give me a final check for the stretch down the Guild Street to the Merchant Bridge into Fizzle's Charms, please?
Another D8.
Yeah.
Do you want one of us to roll it for you?
It's a 4.
A 4 again.
Doubled, maybe? Just maybe.
If you had mine and yours together, yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
Doubled? No, you rolled 2, 4, 5, 4. I mean, you've been consistent, but consistently bad. As you are getting to the last part, you're making your way to the Guild Street is full of these huge guilds, these large buildings. They're not actually the shops. As you get close to the end of Guild Street, you enter Merchant's Bridge, which is like a big, wide bridge with shops. There's some shops at the front end, and I think you're aiming for some that are on the kind of north end of the bridge. But this bridge runs over to the Islet and has shops on the left and right and shops down the middle. Either some of them, the middles are kind of smaller stalls, and left and right are these like very thin, not very narrow, not very deep. Shops, but very tall, that sit across the bridge, like old style London Bridge, and all of these are shops, sellers of different goods linked to the guild houses in somehow, shape or form. But you make your way into here. You have another chance to try and lose any tell you might have. I need another stealth check because you've got the same as before. Got 19 from
13.
13.
I got a 17. That's with disadvantage.
Nice. 19. As you see, as Wilhelmina has been getting more and more anxious, you see her get to the shop turn and see you guys, and she just walks straight in. She's ahead of you by like 15 or 20 paces, where you guys have been falling back and losing bits. She darts into the shop as you guys kind of catch up and go to dive behind. You see it's not a very big stall, probably like 20 foot across, maybe 20, 30 foot back, right on the edge of the bridge, on the north side of the bridge. You see her disappear into Fizzle's charm. As she opens the door and looks at you, you see her just disappear inside as you catch up to open the door. We'll come back to you. Gold Boys. You are also making your way onto Guild Street. Kiss a D8.
We're up.
We up?
5.
5. Nice. Okay, Victor, how many rest of the legs? You 5. What am I doing here? Okay, cool. You can see where the talons and their brashness translated. The brashness they've been showing on the boat trip the whole way down, translating in. You kind of see where it comes from. As people see them, although they're not armed, they are acting as if they have authority here and kind of causing destruction, moving people out of the way. You see, as they are barging through Guild Street here, they end up startling a horse that's pulling a carriage that's in the way, that shoots across, that knocks stuff out of the way. So they push themselves through, but there is an obstacle essentially in front of you. You have to get past the people, the crowds that are building up, to keep sight of the carts coming in. So I need you all to give me an athletics or acrobatics check to hop over the obstacle, hop over the boxes that have fallen, move the people out of the way, or athletics, physically move them. Hannah's with me.
That's not best for me. That's a 13 on acrobatics.
A low DC.
So do we all have to do the same like the others did?
You all have to do it and beat the it's the average DC.
What did you just roll, Dan?
Oh no, we can roll different. Oh,
sorry. On this one, you can roll acrobatics or athletics. You can roll it per your character. It's only if you can't half use stealth, half you deceive. But for this one, you can either roll strength or acrobatics. It's just about getting through the obstacle.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was yours, Dan? Sorry.
I got 13.
13, nice. 14 from Hannah.
16 acrobatics.
16, nice. And Cos? Yellows?
23 athletics.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, I got no idea where he got that from.
No.
He's picking up all the tips of the trades, mate. He's been watching for too long.
Nice. You have alerted no one, so your DC is low with an average of 16.5. Yeah, you pass. So you see what happens. But yeah, they essentially start the horse. It causes a commotion. People on the street stop as you're getting into Guild Street. But yeah, you guys dart across or shove stuff out of the way. Make sure you don't lose sight. The failures for you guys, separate to Gimbar and Willow, if you fail up to 4 times, you lose sight of it. So at the moment, you're close. Every time you fail, you get further and further behind to a point where you lose sight of the cargo and you can't track it anymore. So yours works slightly different to Gimbar's and Willow's. But right now, you're right on the tail of it. No problem. No problemos. You will have the same Zilnut, so if you can give me a D8 as well, as you are solo following your goods through into the granary ward.
Yeah, that's a 4.
That's a 4. Is that what they just rolled as well? Same thing. No.
We rolled a 5.
Yeah, you got a 5. This is we'll just look at. Okay, you can see one of the guards has a look around. You can see as they're moving out, moving the goods, these talons, whilst a lot of them are exhausted, are having a little look, trying to keep an eye on if they are being tailed or not. Can you give me a stealth check, please?
18.
18, nice. That's easy pass. At the moment, again, you haven't given anything up. If you had failed by more than 5, that would count as 2 fails, as you would have had to dart out of the way. But you keep right on the trail. You see him looking around. You are a gnome. Easy enough for you to blend and spot away as you come back out. Keep the track as they move through. Willow and Gimbar. You catch up to Wilhelmina, catch up to the Fizzle's charms, and you see she's walked in the door. As you catch up, are you just darting straight into the shop?
Can I do one more perception check to see if there is anybody following us?
Yep.
I'll do the same. Incredible.
Incredible as well. 10.
10. Nice. There's a lot of people on the Merchant's Bridge. So you're looking around, it just looks like there's a lot of people here. But yeah, you saw her dot in. As you get to the door and look around, it's just there's people moving like down your side of the bridge, other side of the bridge. It's not like it's up one and down the other. People are moving left and right all over the place. As you're trying to spot and get your bearings, it's just a little bit overwhelming. You don't.
Should we just go in, Gimbar?
I'll give Willow the chest I'm holding.
Yep.
Tell her to go in. And I'll try and blend into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say I'll nominate her for my horn if I'm in trouble. I'll keep an eye out for her coming out of the shop. I'll just try and distract people if they are watching us, so we kind of separate.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to? Yes. Give me a stealth check. Do you want to blend into the crowd?
Yeah.
And then keep an eye on the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
14.
14. Okay. That's just a roll in stealth check. It's fine. Let me note that down. Section.
I'll do as I'm told.
Nice. You take 2 and walk in. Sorry. Scare comments. Good, but it's busting my throat. 14. No, stealth. Willow, you walk in, and you can see that Wilhelmina is stood. There is the shop looks. It's got no one else inside it. Like I say, it's like not a huge shop. Probably get 20 foot by 20 foot, decent sized space. There is, you can see it's definitely a jeweler's. There's glass cases on the side, glass cases, and cabinets that are marked all the way around, all of them with locked doors. And there are 2 characters, 2 people stood behind 2 different desks. As Wilhelmina is stood kind of at the desk to the one on the left with the case in her hand, and you can see that she's just saying, where's Fizzle? Fizzle here. The person behind the bar says, well, Fizzle's just just the name of the shop. You're here for the delivery, right? And you can see Wilhelmina's like, yeah, but I thought I was told I was meeting Fizzle. And this person's like, no, that it must be a miscommunication. We're here to exchange the goods. She's like, have you got everything? And you can see the person behind the counter is looking down at the desk. Wilhelmina seems hesitant as you move in. What would you do?
Oh god, I've got both boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll just walk in and go like a cup. I won't go right up to the bar. I'll kind of be between the front door and the bar, but close enough that I can see the face of the person that she's talking to.
Okay.
I'm imagining it's not massive.
No. Like I say, you take like 5. You're taking a 5 step, 5 foot forward then to be.
Yeah.
It's like a count. The service counter goes one down the left and one at the back, and Wilhelmina's just. So as you walk in, you're only 10 foot from Wilhelmina now anyway.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And do I walk in and then I hear the person say, "No, we're here to receipt the."
Yeah, you catch the end of that conversation, but you can see Wilhelmina has.
Can I insight them when they say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's more like it. That's a 21.
21. You can pick up that they are being pleasant enough, but they are keen to get the delivery done. You don't know who Fizzle is either, so you wouldn't know that it is or isn't, or is right or isn't. You don't have enough understanding of the situation to pick up anything other than what they're saying, and all you can hear is that there's a tone underneath the person behind the counter's voice that is about let's just do the get the deal done. Why don't you just give me the case? Like, let's sort this out and get it done, and we'll move on from here.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye if there's anybody else that I know there's another counter, but anybody else in the shop that might be watching or like round the corner sneaking a peek.
In the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
That is a 19.
19. What do your auras do? Anything else? Are they all protection for your own people?
So many things. A protective aura, which is +3 saving throws and immunities to charmed condition.
Okay.
That's it. It doesn't like reveal any invisible people or anything, sadly.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So yeah, with the 19, as you look around, you see these 2 people in here. You can see that like again, it's very quiet, very busy outside, very quiet in this shop, and they can't see any obvious like hidey holes or like nooks for people to like move about in. It's a pretty small little wooden box shop. But yeah, as you look around, you can pick up the Vinamina is uncomfortable, and there's these 2 people here. But other than that, there's not much.
Is there like a door to a back room, like a staff room or something?
There
Like
probably is one further back, but yeah, at the moment all you have is you've got a door behind you. That's it. Nice. So yeah, she kind of stops and looks, and then looks over towards you. And says, Vilhelmina looks towards you and says, Willow, why don't you pop those boxes down on the side there? And then she's like, Vilhelmina says, I'm sure you'll want to check the goods before we do any other deal. And the person goes, oh, of course, and gestures to the other person and says, oh, would you mind going to get the inspection tools so we can have a look at all the goods before a deal is done? You see that person disappears behind like a curtain towards a back room. Your ones you'll get a little bit squiffed on time, but we'll pause to come back to the rest of them. So yeah, as you're outside, keeping your stealth, give me an active perception check, sorry, as well, Gimba.
That's better. 22.
Okay.
Now I roll good.
Cool. So you have you've got 14 stealth, so you're beating passive perceptions of need to beat passive perceptions of 14 to stay blended in, and you'll just keep an eye on the door. Anyone that might follow in, coming behind, whatever's going on. With a 22 perception, as you're watching through, we'll pick that up next time as to what you might see as this continues. But we go back to the Gold Boys. The Gold Boys, you are making your way down the Gill Street to go over the Merchant's Bridge. Can someone give me a D8? Is it background to Yelos?
Yeah, and it's a 5.
Yes.
I'm next, I think.
Yeah, you're after. 5 again. 5. Okay. Another. Guys, I make these tables. You are the same fucking numbers. I will. No, fuck it. We'll just roll it. We'll do the same one. It's another environmental obstruction. So another merging of people as you get towards the end of the wide alleyway of the Guild Street onto the tight and narrow streets of the Merchant Bridge that the Talons again are forced into, and you find your way less having to get over an obstacle, more having to push your way through crowds to keep up. Can you each give me athletics or acrobatics, please? Same DCs on it.
Yikes. That is a 2 + 6 for an 8.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Got 11.
Oof. 11 and only a 9 from 12. So that is a fail. So you start to fall back a little bit from them as they get their way through first, and they cause this issue because of these carts going through. There's a bigger or larger swell of people, so as you get onto the merchant bridge, you are pushing yourself through. Anyone with a passive perception above 14 sees Gimbar stood to one side. As Gimbar, you will see these carts kind of pass you by, and from your hidden position, Borash and Rad that pass by, you don't seem to notice you either. So yeah, you have fallen back slightly. I'll put that in there. Zilna, give me a roll.
Yeah. Come on, good roll. Oh, it's a 4 again.
For fuck's sake. Look out again. See, these guys are shifty. Can you give me a stealth check, please?
Hey, that's not as good this time. That's only a 7.
7. You lock eyes with the guy that's looking and then disappear outside. So he kind of double backs. You hold off a little bit before picking up the trail again. So you fall a little bit further back again. You've got, that's one level of fail, one like falling back. At 4 is when you lose sight of the cargo.
As a side note, can we do other stuff along the way?
Yeah, you're going to do stuff to boost up. Yeah.
Like if I've ducked down a little side alley, am I able... If I can get down a side alley quick enough and be able to do it, cast a sky self for myself, to, noting that he's just clocked eyes with me.
Yeah, if you want to, if you want to use, a spell slot to lower level, then yeah, fair enough. Using resources. So yeah, if you want to cast the sky self.
Yeah, I'll disguise self, and then I guess go to a halfling with different clothes.
Yep. Yeah, cool. So yeah, you'll lower the. You'll reset the DC on the suspicion. So the DC won't increase, but your falling behind still maintains, essentially. So your DC...
Okay.
So at each level, the DC and the level increases. So I'll take DC down, but the level stays where it is.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, if you want to use resources to help that out, then by all means. Sweet. So that's Zilna. The God Boy's moving up. Nice. Back to the room. On a 22 perception, Gimbar, you see a Talon guard approaching. Guard force again, making their way through. Not sure if it's the same one as before. Maybe not. You've been like, it's 40 odd minutes. I come up to that. You moved through 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like 40 minutes to an hour since you saw the last one. So you're not sure if they're there spotting you or not, but you know that they're passing by soon. So like, if anything were to happen now, there's a chance Talon guards will be available to jump on it. It's a bit like, don't rob someone now, the police are walking by sort of vibes. So you see them coming, but you feel like you're not doing anything.
They're just patrolling them.
They seem to be patrolling, yeah. With 22, they're not necessarily, they don't look like looking in one. It's not the same. You don't think it's the same lot as before. But yeah, you just know if something were to go down now, there's a patrol of 4 Talon guards that could get involved, which is not good for you.
Well,
or it could be, depending on what you want to do. And you've also just seen the gold carriage kind of pass by. As you are inside Willow, waiting for the person to come back with the tools. Give me an insight check on Wilhelmina, please.
Oh my god. That was a nat 1 for 4.
Okay.
Fantastic.
You are sat with the 2 crates on the side. You can see that she still has hold of the chest, and this person is sat in front of them. You can see that they are, kind of just like tapping the table slightly, waiting to see what is going on, waiting for this person to come back. After like a couple of minutes, they just say, "Give me one moment," and they dip back, and then 30 seconds. Then you get like about. As the door kind of closes, you get maybe about 30 seconds or so-ish where they've gone behind into this back room, which is you and Wilhelmina in the room. She turns her head slightly to look at you and says, I don't think these are the people that I'm supposed to be doing a deal with. Where's Gimba?
Shall we leave?
She's like, we can try and leave, but where are we going to go with this? She's like, we were being followed here. And then she looks at you again. She's like, where's Gimba?
Outside, I'll go and get him.
And as you drop the boxes and go to turn, you hear the door open as one of them comes back with some goods. It says, are we leaving? Or... She's like, I won't be long, but by all means, you can wait outside if you need to. As she unravels and rolls out this like set of, and it's just like magnifying glasses and different things. As Wilhelmina looks to you, I'm going to roll you on that one insight on. She just looks at you.
I will. I'll poke my head out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll go as if I'm going to go out. I'll look out. Does Gimbar see me open the door?
You walk to the door.
Right. Yeah.
You try to open the door.
It's locked,
The
isn't
door's
it?
locked. Yeah. As she says, you hear someone next to you move as I need you to it's an action. Oof. Does an 18 hit you?
Meets it, beats it.
Nice. As you feel lightning damage from a shocking grasp as a creature appears in front of you, an invisible creature appears in front of you, red cloak, hooded up, as you take, oh my god, I rolled shit damage. You take 1 point of lightning damage. As you kind of try this door, and then you get shocked, this person appears as the curtain gets pulled. Gimbar, roll a perception check for me.
Take 13.
13. You watch the Talon guards kind of pass by, and I'll say because it was lightning damage as well, the check time. You were watching to make sure these Talon guards are passing, that the way is clear. You're sat back. You would not have seen with a 13 Willow come to the door, but because and a lightning bolt was kind of shocked through a thing, you get a flash from inside the store. Can you two roll initiative?
Can I make a
please?
perception check to see if the Talons are related to that happening? With the whole magic
you
thing.
can use your perception check from before. You've seen them pass by, so they're walking by. The perception check was you keeping track of them moving and paying more attention to them than paying attention to the door.
No, I mean to see if as that magic goes off, are they alerted
No,
to it as well?
no one else has been alerted to it. You're all you've seen, as you've just seen a flash of light from that door, from the front of the door. So a few other people on the street might have seen it, but all you've done is looked across, and as you've seen the flash of light, you've seen Willow, and then you've seen a curtain.
Right.
You've seen a flash of lightning, a curtain, and this is where we are. So you two both roll initiative. We'll go back to the other guys.
Anyone?
Nice. Willow, what you got?
4.
I'm going to use my ability, what's it called? Uncanny Metabolism, which I can roll a hit dice to get health back, and it resets my focus points.
You can do it on your go though, right?
I can do it on initiative.
Okay. Cool. Nice. So, back to the gold boys. Can someone give me a D8, please? You make it from the Merchant's Bridge into the islet itself.
Ooh, it's a 3 this time.
3. 3. Nice. You enter a very busy area. This, as you come over Merchant's Bridge into the central islet itself, the bridge on this side has the walled entry. The whole of the islet, the whole of the middle part of this part of the Islet Kingdom is walled off completely. This is almost like a super defensible structure. It's almost like the river itself is a huge moat. As you pass in, it opens up into this big, clear, open space, and you can see in front of you, just on the right side here, the ring. This huge Colosseum, massive arena that is used for shows, for reenactments, for fighting, for whatever else. But although the space here is open and vast, this area in the day is rammed full of people. The islet itself is like the central. This is the busiest place you could be. And as you guys are moving, you are struggling to keep track of these carts. These carts are shooting off around, and you'll have to again fight through people. So can I have perception checks, please? The DC is increased slightly because of your failure from before.
That's a 9.
Perception by sight, I assume.
Yes.
Maybe you can smell the gold.
That's the same. He only gets it for sound.
17.
Oof. You lost? Yours 9?
19, sorry.
19. Okay. That is another failed. Average of 14. DC was... Oh no, you failed once. DC is 14. Sorry, so you just passed. 14.25. Nice. So you are scrambling. As you come over and you're trying to fight through, you are hit by everything around. To the left-hand side, you've got the Embassy District, Embassy Close, where there are these huge, very well painted, decorated, but conformed buildings. And then you've got the huge Colosseum of the Ring, and you've just got hundreds of people that are moving about the central area as you are trying to follow the goods as they make their way round the south side. So you're coming around the south side of the ring here. But yeah, you pick them up. You manage to find them. You don't use another loss. You keep track of what is going on. Zilna.
Yeah. 5.
5 is athletics or acrobatics, please, as you are behind the obstruction that was there before. But yeah, you need to get around people and the block that is in the way.
Fucking hell. That's another 7 again.
Another 7.
That's a 14 for me. My +6 is not coming in clutch.
No, you already done. This is Zilna.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were
Smashed
doing
it.
another group roll. Sorry.
No. No, you guys did your perception checks quickly free. Zilna, you get stuck again as in the halfling in disguise, again trying to fight through these crowds, mainly humanoid creatures. There is this where the talons came through before, this obstruction. You are trying to get your way and push through people, struggling. You fall further behind. DC has gone up as well as the level going up as well. So you've got 2 more levels before you lose sight of the cart. There is an option to catch up with the roll. You're just not rolling the right number. Willow and Gimba.
Hello.
This door is closed. You are in initiative. Do I want to pause now? Do the other ones? Okay, we're going to do it a little bit cat-handed, but hopefully it'll work. It should be fine. You see this person appear in front of you. Wilhelmina actually is up first, as she is going to keep hold of the case that she's got, and she is going to move back away from that counter to the back side of the room, almost backs up, draws her dagger, has you then to her left as she just looks to you and will shout, could she give you her action? I think. I'm not sure she could because you're blocking the door. No, she's just going to shout to you. She'll hold an action to attack anyone that comes close to her. She's going to shout to you to get Gimba. What we'll do is a round of combat and we'll go back to the other guys. Up next is the Silent Ashes member that's there. As they drop down, you see, as they come into sight, Willow, you see the cloak that this person is wearing is exactly the same as that of Rad's. And with the magic cast, you are pretty sure that this is a Silent Ashes member, as they are going to look at you and do the same thing, I think.
I'll snarl at them in memory of peril.
That'd be helpful. Really want to fish you back.
Didn't Peril betray us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm snarling.
Oh, I thought you were like snarling over his memory. I was like, that's a bit much.
He killed my dad, so no.
So they're going to make another shocking grasp attack at you because you are in range. That's 18 again.
Yep.
So you will take. Let's see what this is. No. Okay. It does. Oh. Cool. Oh, nice. That is 8 points of lightning damage, and you can't take reactions.
Okay.
Gimbar, you are up next. What would you be doing?
Sorry, I was muted. Is it just an object interaction to try open the door?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'll try that first.
Nice. So yeah, as you walk up and try to open the door, it doesn't. Obviously, it's locked. Doesn't open, and those of you inside can hear that the door's.
Does it make any kind of movement like it's just locked physically rather than magically? No, if you push the locked door, sometimes it kind of rattles a bit.
Yeah. No, this seems to be just locked by the lock. It rattles a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I will try to boot the door down then.
Yeah. Nice. Give me an attack roll.
Fuck me. 9. There's the bees all over again.
Yeah, it is the bees all over again. You kick the door, but yeah, you don't. It just rocks, so you can hear the doors being kicked as you look around. That you need a bit, like trying to do it a little bit sly. You've not given it enough way to give it damage.
I'll try again then. That's a nat 20, baby.
Nice. That will do it.
26.
So yeah, once you stop trying to hide it, you definitely can smash in. Give me damage.
That will be 15 points of force damage.
Nice. 15 points of force damage. You smack. This door is mainly wood with like a couple of glass sections that are have got grating across them, like metal gratings to protect them from being robbed, I suppose. You just kick the whole door off its hinges. You feel as you kick it, you see it come off. It scoots about 2 inches and then stops because it's essentially leaning against Willow's head. So Willow, you get the door just kicked into the side of you as it's come off its hinges. You will.
Did you take bludgeoning damage or something?
No, it would be funny to do so, but it would be mean to do so. But yeah, you kick it off. You can see it's there. You're going to have to move the door out of the way to get in, but you can see it's been booted off its hinges. Give me a D20 luck roll, Gimbar.
That's a nat 1.
Nat
so
1. Good, that's not bad.
Good and bad.
As you kick the door, like nat 20, you've booted the door off its hinges with one single hit. You hear a lot of people scream on the bridge. So you know there's probably a countdown. Those Talons guards got away from you by about 20, 30 seconds, maybe a bit more. If they were to turn around to come back, you've probably got a couple of rounds before there could be guards here asking what the hell's going on.
So can I move into the shop?
If you want to scoot the door out of the way, and then you'd have to use an extra 5 foot to get inside past Willow.
Yeah, that's fine. I have
Yeah.
45 anyway.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you scoot the door to the side and squeeze behind.
Can I get up to the guy that's attacking Willow?
Yeah, with that movement, you'd have to get in and run round, but you've got 45 foot movement, so yeah.
Yeah,
And
please
I'll
don't block me so I can hit him.
I use a focus point to bonus action flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
So the first hit would be 25 to hit.
Yep.
That's 8 points of force damage.
Yep.
And as this is my first melee attack, I need a strength of dex save 14 for being grappled.
Strength of dex. No, it's only a 10 on dex.
Okay, so he's grappled.
Yep.
And my second flurry of blows will now be advantage. Which makes it 19 to hit.
He'll just get a shield.
Okay.
So yeah, as you go to take the hit, shield goes up. He's used one of the spells, uses reaction, but yeah, he's AC is increased.
And that'll be me done for this round.
Nice. Up next is the one behind the bar. As you kick the door off, this guy jumped into action. Two of you are stood very close to the...
Actually, sorry, Herb.
Yep.
Because I flurry of blows, it allows me to disengage. So I'd like to drag him with me as far away from Willow as I can in that room.
So you're only in a small room, so where you wanted to drag him, just drag him away from the door. Willow's blocking the door at the moment, and he's just on the side of it, and then about 10 foot away. It's only a small, 20 by 20
yeah, it's small.
box.
Just essentially as far away as I can get from Willow, so maybe even though it's just he's out of melee from attacking her, kind of thing.
Okay.
Even if it's just 5 foot or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you get grappled, the shield goes up, but you just drag him away from the door towards the back of the shop.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. That'll give Wilhelmina space to move as the other guy behind the counter jumps. You've kind of walked past him. He's going to jump over that left side counter. He's just going to jump onto it. And is going to... Is going to run towards Wilhelmina and is going to cast Dispel Magic on the clasp that she's got, holding on to that case she has. He's going to use his action to try and dispel whatever magic is there, breaking the arcane lock that was holding the chest to a thing, and it opens. You hear the chain fall from Wilhelmina's arm. She still has hold of this kind of briefcase, but it is now no longer attached to her hand. That is his action, which is unfortunate because I thought it was anything else in the bonus action. And then he's not strong enough to try and pull it. I'll do contested strength. Wilhelmina versus a -1 strength wizard.
Come on, Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina. I got a nat 1 with the wizard and a 16 plus some bits for Wilhelmina to hold on tight. But yeah, you can see that, Willow, from your position, you've seen one dragged by Gimbar to the back door, the other one run across you, and has now released the clasp on this good and is going for this briefcase that Wilhelmina has. As she just holding onto it staunchly, she is going to take her attack against him. I rolled shit on the attack, which makes sense. So she goes for the swing, her held action on the dagger, misses. That is you, Willow, to end the round.
Okay. I will imbue my weapon because I want him to die and I have a spare charge. Already one wonders why. And I'm going to go for the one that's trying to grab the case.
Yep.
So it's +3 to whatever I roll. 23.
Yep.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just checking if I get pluses to that as well. And then it's 28 to hit.
Yep.
And 7 points of damage, and he's sapped, so he has disadvantage before my next turn.
Okay, nice. So yeah, door is off the shop. You heard a scream of people outside. That is round 1. Gimbar knows that there are potentially some talons very close by that could be close to making their way in a couple of rounds. But the door is now gone. Wilhelmina has.
Can I say that to Willow and Wilhelmina while I'm in there?
Can. Yeah. Yes. You can indeed. So back to the ring. Back to the gold ball. We did do this one, didn't we? Yeah. Back to the gold boys. Can somebody give me a D8, please? Can't remember who was up next.
Weaver.
Of course.
I think it's Aaron.
Oh, is it
What's
Mem?
No, I got a
No,
3.
you got- yeah.
I did it
three.
a couple of things ago.
7.
7. Oh, nice. 7 is clean movement. So you move through. 7 and 8 was passing through. So now you are tracking them a way back, but you make up a bit of time as you catch them up on the south of the islet, a crossing called the Tide Steps. It will take a while to get through, but they seem to be passing all the way through the islet itself and heading to the south bank. Tide Steps is a couple of huge platforms that just shunt backwards and forwards rather than it being an actual bridge. A lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of boat traffic comes through here, so they don't actually have a full bridge up. At high tide, they have this movement. At low tide, you can kind of make your way across yourself. So you can see these carts are getting there and starting to be loaded up onto a few of these big shunting, moving bridges. But you don't, you keep track of them, which is good. But they seem to be moving south, which is interesting. Zilna.
Are you fucking edge of the screen?
Oh.
It's a 2.
Oh.
It was like in between a 2 and an 8, and it's picked a 2.
2's good. 2. Talon guards. As you are making your way, Zilna, Merchant's Bridge, you make your way in and are going northbound. Again, as you get across the Merchant's Bridge, and you're making your way north side of the ring, and you can see that there are people everywhere here. That also includes, especially on the islet, a lot of Talons. As you see a Talon guard patrol making their way through, I need you to give me a stealth check to say out of their sight.
And 15.
Oh, nice. DC was 14, so you meet by 1. Stay out of sight, but manage to keep up as you are following your you follow north of the ring and are heading to the north side of the islet. Again, passing by this huge Colosseum as you move back to the little bar. Wilhelmina is up next. She's going to take an attack at the guy that's in front of her. That is going to hit. Nice. So she will do 7 damage. Not quite bloodied yet. And then she is going to move away from the wall alongside you, Willow, with her kind of back to the door, getting ready to leave. She doesn't want to take an opportunity attack, but to get ready to leave if she needs to. It is the one that is grappled by you, Gimbar. He is up next.
He has disadvantage against me, but not against anyone else, I don't think.
Disadvantage against everyone else except you, right?
No. I don't actually need to double check.
Yeah, I think it is that way.
That is that way.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Yeah. He's going to bonus action Misty Step out of your grapple into the front door to block the front door from where Wilhelmina is standing with a bonus action. And then is then just going to fire and then just fire a magic missile. So as you have pulled him to the back of the shop, bonus action Misty Step. Oh no, I can't do that. I need to use the I'll use Red Frost. I need to use Cantrip. Bonus action Misty Steps out of your grip to the front door, blocks the doorway, and then fires out a ray of frost at Wilhelmina. That is going to be an attack roll. That is going to hit because she has not done the roll. And it's a D8 of cold damage and slows her down. She takes 5 points of cold damage and has some of her has a movement slowed. She is not strong. So that 5 points will take her to almost bloodied. She's close to bloodied. She does not have a lot of life. Wilhelmina, bless her.
That was a spell attack, right, rather than a save for her to
Spell
be
attack,
hurt.
yeah.
Cool.
That is Wilhelmina up first. Silent Ashes, Gimbar, you're up.
I will go for the one who's Misty stepped away from me and just attacks Wilhelmina.
Nice. So you don't run. Yeah, if you don't run behind, then you'll avoid opportunity attacks.
Yeah. First one will be a 19 to hit.
19. She just had a go, so she'll use shield again. So I miss.
Okay.
AC 21
With the shield.
with the shield.
I'll go for the other one then.
You'll have to leave attack range.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, she used reaction to do shield, then it's fine.
Okay, so for the other one, again, that's a 19.
19. She hasn't used her reaction, so she will also use her reaction to shield.
Yeah. Right, I'll just use my bonus attack to attack them. Just normally,
Okay.
though. That's 13, so no.
No, 30 misses. Nice. So yeah, one is inside, one is out. As that Gimbard goes, the next one up is. Are you got anything else?
Where is Wilhelmina? Can I get alongside Wilhelmina at this point? I don't know where
Yeah.
they are in the room, but
Yeah.
try and shield her from being attacked if possible. Obviously, it's spells that go for me.
Yeah.
Any
Not
physical
possible.
attacks.
You can stand next to her. Yeah, she is essentially. You can stand next to her. She'll be in like an L shape where she's it's like you, her, and then Willow in front of her. But there is the next Silent Ashes wizard to go, who is going to
Have disadvantage.
have disadvantage on attack rolls.
You in general, I think so.
Just in life.
Just please, anything. Yeah, disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So this 15 foot cone. Nice. Can you all give me a con saving throw as this wizard wise irons up and you feel this thunderous energy come out?
+3 to whatever you roll.
+3 in a con save. Nice. But I mean, it will pass.
9. Not sure.
That'll be 19, 22 with the +3.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, mine's 24.
Okay, sweet, you all pass. As a thunder wave comes up, trying to push you all away, and move on, you take 8 thunder damage because of the save. It's only half damage, and are moved back. The 8 damage is enough to knock Wilhelmina out. Wilhelmina falls unconscious. This didn't move you two away from him. Cool. He's got movement still. This Silent Ash member is going to run and will manage to stay within 5 foot of you because none of you got pushed away. He's going to reach down to grab the case. Oh shit! What did I cast? Cast Thunder Wave. And is going to stand there. Not just going to have attack. This is going to defend up. But yeah, Wilhelmina is now out. Is knocked out. You two are stood either side, and this Silent Ash member has grabbed the case that has now been freed from her grasp as she's moved. Oh, is she going to risk? No, fuck it. She'll risk an opportunity attack from you if you want to take one Willow and run towards the door.
Yeah, I do. I think I get +3 because is it counts as an attack roll or reaction or not? Because I am attacking her.
Yeah, still counts as attack.
Yeah. So a 19.
19. She's got her shield up, so that will miss. This Silent Ashes member with the case in hand will run and pass by their out into the street. So the one was stood in front, the other one's run towards her. Obviously, her mate's going to move out of the way as she leaves with this case and only gets about 10 foot out the door. Willow, you are up.
Can I reach down to Wilhelmina and I'll put in 6. I'll put in 8 health to her, please, using Lay on Hands because it's bonus action.
Yep. Yeah, she comes up and reaches for the case. And she looks, sees these guys running away.
And the person's out of the door.
Yeah. So now.
So if I attack, people on the street are going to be able to see me attacking.
Yeah, but there's one blocking the door, and then there's one outside the door. So like as you're looking at it,
I'll
one's
attack the blocker.
Yeah, one's blocking, and one's got 10 foot in front into the street.
Okay, I'll attack the blocker.
Yep.
24.
24. Yep. Yeah, 21's the AC with the thing. So.
7 points of damage.
7. Yep,
and
nice.
I've got disadvantage until my next turn.
Okay.
And then I'll attack them again. Only 17.
17 will miss with the shield still up.
Okay.
Nice. End of the round. One silent. Let's remember it's out in the street, just making it out onto the thoroughfare. One is blocking as we go back to the gold boys. Who is up next as you are crossing the bridge into the south of the city?
It is Eos.
Yelos. What's the number?
Oh. It was a 1, but it rolled over the last second to a 7. So
nice. Okay.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. You move across. Yeah, as you guys make it across the tide steps, as you move through this south part of the city, you can see there are a lot of people here. As you are close to, you can also see in the King's Palace here, where those wyverns are kind of nesting up on the keep, right at the back of the King's Palace. You can see the Grand Cathedral, which is maybe like probably the largest building you'll see. The Commonwealth Keep is dwarfed in comparison to the size of the Grand Cathedral here in the Islet Kingdom, as well as the River Temple, which is here as you make your crossing over. This part of it's quite nice. As you get in and make your way into the south with easy crossing, you just wait for your turn to cross over and follow those carts. You can see that the south of the city has a very different vibe. There's less paved roads, less tall buildings here. It smells a little bit more on the south here, as there are the fish markets here, the breed markets, the tanner's rows, like all the level works, all the stinky activities happen in south of the city. But as you follow them over, it seems like these guys are making their way further south through the Islet Kingdom as you track them. Zilna.
It's 6.
6. Nice. 6 is cool. Delay stop. So you have the choice to get. Well, it actually doesn't make sense because you are getting right to the end. So you can either get closer and take off on your levels, or you can get advantage on your intel checks that comes up here as you follow your crew. Oh, I should have moved you up a bit further. Sorry. As you follow your crew through the Mint Quarter, which is where it's called the Mint Quarter because where a lot of the gold and stuff is handled, where a lot of the money moves within the city. That would have been your last go, sorry. As you see the cargo enter the palace ward. Final destination you can follow it to is the palace ward. So as you see, you get close. There are Talon guards all around here. There are. Can you have advantage on any checks you want to make here? So any investigation, perceptions, or things you want to watch. This cargo is going into the King's Palace. But yeah, if you wanted to do a check, you can do so. Advantage for whatever you might want to look at here. So your choice.
I guess. I guess I'd do a. I get investigation to one. It should be a perception. Yeah, I guess I'd do a perception to kind of see if I can see where it heads after going in the gate, if possible, and kind of get a general idea of like the guardian of the gate.
Yeah, give me a perception check. With advantage.
That is a 21.
21. The whole of this section here is heavily guarded. This is the King's Palace. Like this row between the Mint Quarter and where it lands here. Along this row, there are like fort, not doors, but fort, like placements where there are guards along this whole wall. But at these double gate into the palace ward, you can see there are a fair few guards there. With a 21, though, the doors are quite open. It opens up into quite a large yard, and you can see inside that palace ward, inside this top area here where the goods are going in, that there seems to be a lot of work going on. Almost like there's a workshop that has been made up inside the palace ward itself. And with a 21, I would say you spot two things that are interesting to you. One that is interesting, one that's maybe a little bit worrying. One, you see quite a few gnomes working inside the palace ward. So you spot a few gnomes working on different equipment out in the yard being a big open space. The second thing you notice are two huge, bulking, upright automatons. Big, round, bold, like belly units, like central units, are massive and around. They probably stand like 10, 12 feet tall, fully built up. With a 21, you can't quite see if they're powered up or not, but there are two of them that stood either side as if they are either ready to be powered up or guarding, but they're on the inside of the palace ward, not on the outside. But they are full 10, 12 foot sized automatons. As the doors close, so you have tracked your goods. That is, you are now you're here in the palace ward, so you can tell us where you want to go from here. But yeah, you have tracked your goods to their end destination.
Yeah, I guess afterwards, then did we agree on a meeting place? Was it the church or
the church and the steps
pub?
Were mentioned? Yeah, which are quite
yeah. I guess that is where I'm going to head towards then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just not for the river from where you are, so it's not far. Cool. So you'll start heading off that way. Gimbar, Willow. Wilhelmina is up first, as she will use half her movement to get to her feet, and then look towards you to essentially say, "We need to let's survive." She's like, "Don't let them go. If they've got it, let them go. Let's get out of here." As she looks to make her way, well, once you are ready, make her way out of the building. She is died and been brought back once, so she is not looking good. She will hold her dagger out as an action to attack on the movement out of this building, but she's not looking to lead the charge because you're the guards. That leads to the one that is blocking the door. The one that is blocking the door is going to step back 10 feet, look towards you, Willow, Gimbar, and Wilhelmina, smile as a small mote of fire comes out of his hand, and he's going to fire a fireball into the middle of this shop. Can you all give me dexterity saving throws, please?
3.
3?
+3, yeah. It's on +3 on all saves.
+3.
I get something with dex saves now. So double check what it is.
23. 22, sorry.
22 is pass.
So check this. Where is it? Oh, it's evasion. Subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw. Take only half damage. You said no, you take no damage if you succeed in it. If you fail the thing, you only take half the damage.
Okay, so did you roll your shit? You're safe?
+3, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
That'll be a 16.
16 is a pass.
+3.
Yeah, 16 is a pass.
So
that would be...
no damage.
Yep, that would be half damage, or no damage, yours goes down. Willow and Wilhelmina are going to take half of 34 So 17 fire damage.
Sorry?
Yes, it's fireball. 17. Wilhelmina goes down again.
Is this peril by any chance?
Come on, already.
No, Peril doesn't hit his shots, even though
Peril's got
I don't know if you
way
can miss a
more,
fireball.
and I think with 17, she had 8 life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't kill her outright, but it was very close. It was a couple of points away from killing her. Actually, she got your +3 got her over the line. Otherwise, Wilhelmina would have been dead. As this fireball goes off, blows up inside the shop ignites. People outside are really going to notice what's going on here, and then this guy starts running off down the merchant's bridge. Gimbar, you're up.
I'll say to Willow, I'll meet you at the meeting point, and I want to chase after the one with the case.
Okay. Yeah, because I will say you are also aware now that the Talons are probably a round away. So as you get out to chase the one that's only like 10, 15 foot outside the front of the door, you get out, you can see the Talons making your way down, and this shop has just exploded. So you can chase them, but you are going to be chased by Talons. So you've got a decision to make about how far you want to chase, or whether you think you can get away, because Talons are right round the corner.
I'm going to chase after him. I'm going to say, "Stop, thief!" Like, so shout it out.
Okay.
And I'll chase after him.
Cool. Yeah, you can catch up to him. You got enough movement.
And I will attack. That's 16.
16 misses. That misses just with mage armor.
Okay, I'll try attack again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 25.
25, you'll hit. Yep, shield won't be able to get that.
And I need a DC 14 con save for a stunning strike.
14 con save. Okay, I got 19 on the dice.
And I will bonus action flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
First one's a nat 1. Second one's a 14, so I don't hit.
No.
Oh, I didn't do damage for the hit.
Yeah, it was damage for the one hit.
5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage. No, this guy's bloodied. Sweet. Anything else?
Can I say that? Did I get any reaction from shouting out "Stop thief" from anyone?
No. Well, other than everyone's look. I mean, a shop's just exploded. Back. Yeah, a shop's just exploded. A fireball's just gone off in a shop, and you've run out saying "Stop thief." Most people are in the 6-second shock, still looking at the shop blowing up, and then people are scattering around you. There's like an air of panic that's happening here as people start to flee. Essentially, a merchant shop on the bridge has just blown up.
I can disengage after using flurry of blows, so I will do that, but about 20 feet in the direction he was running initially.
Okay.
If you get me.
So you're going to disengage and run ahead of him?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Ten.
Okay. You run forward, but you're running in a crowd. So you're in front of him now. He goes up now. He's going to miss his step 30 foot, and then he's just going to run. So he will get forward 60 foot, but you don't know where he's gone because you've run in front of him.
Yeah.
So he's missed his step and he's gone. But he has the case still. Willow. Hang on, that one done. That one's the one with the case. Yeah, Willow, you're up.
I will.
You know that talons are literally round the corner.
I will. I don't want Wilhelmina to die. I'm going to cure wounds on her.
Mm-hmm.
She gets 19 healing.
Nice.
And then I'm going to grab her, lift her up, because I imagine that she's not. Well, I know she's not dead, right?
Yep.
And then drag her out of the shop.
Yep.
As far as I can go. I've only got 30 foot movement.
Yeah, so you can go 15 foot. So you can get just outside the front of the shop.
And shout fire.
Fire. Da, da, da. Okay. You can hear the boots of the talons are about to be on top of you. Gold boys. Can someone give me a D8, please?
Don't remember who's up.
That's you.
Oh, thank you very much for keeping track. That's a 7 again.
Oh, man. You guys want 8, 8, 5, 5, 9, 7, 7. You want 5 of the checks.
There was a 3 in there somewhere.
There was a couple of 5s and a 3, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8 checks were done without fail. As you follow the cargo through the rope mile, walk past the church that is there to a set of warehouses right in the south of the city where they are being stopped and delivered to. The warehouses are under the name of the East Road Charter Company. This is the business that Gimbal was told about before, but you can see as they arrive they are greeted, they are wheeled into and starting to be unloaded from a warehouse here. This area down here seems to be a workman's area. South Bank itself full of workers, either in the tanners or what's going on here, or clearly these warehouses of construction. But yes, they are delivered to their final destination, which is into some warehouses that are owned by the East Road Charter Company. You've got through about fails. Is there anything as they arrive here, anything you would like to do? You've tracked them to this point. You are at a safe enough distance from where you are to see that they are being delivered into these warehouses. But up to you if there's anything else you'd like to do. You haven't caused the fuss at all because you've rolled 5 pretty sweet rolls. So Borash, Rad, no one has got any suspicion. The talent guards that have got them here have delivered their goods as far as they're aware. But yeah, is there anything you guys would want to check out in this area whilst you are here? Otherwise, you have found the final destination of your goods.
It's a shame. Oh, you go first.
Sorry. Yeah, can we just quite well case the area, see the buildings around it, how many guards are?
Yeah.
Try and notice if guards walk past frequently.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Please don't be bad.
Please don't be bad.
It's a natural one.
Hard to tell now. They're being unloaded now, but yeah, as you look around, you again, Yelos for you. You're the first time you've been here. You can't see any obvious talent guards. I'll say even with natural one, but as to you'd have to stay here and case the joint for quite a while to get an idea for whether there's guards on point, whether there's guards in the warehouse, whether talons appear at any point, what happens to the Borash. For where you are now and what you're watching, you're just seeing the unloading and it happening, and this busy area of construction workers, fishermen, everyone going about their daily business. So it's really difficult to pull it out. But if you want to get a better view, you'd have to pitch up here and do a stint on watch. So a bit hours on watch. Sweet. Anything else? Let's go back to the bridge.
Did we have an agreement with the others to meet them somewhere? I can't.
The steps were mentioned. So there's a church up in the the northwest, which is where Willow had said once everyone's done, there is a church, or what used to be a church there, that would be a safer place to meet, from somewhere she knows at least.
I described the building in case it's no longer a church.
Yeah. Opposite. Okay. Yeah, or you can take step casing. At the moment, these goods are going into a warehouse that you'd have to work out what's going on, but you know where they are at least.
I'm happy to stay in case the joint for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else is. I'll tell them I'm going to do it though.
Yeah. Yes. So for the movement, so yeah, time wise, yeah, it would take your whole journey through and round to get to where you are would have been about 3 hours. So you've already got an hour on Zilna and probably an hour and a bit on these two, depending on what happens with the bridge. So you could stay there for the rest of the day if you wanted to, as long as you know where you're meeting up or how to find you later.
Yeah, I'm happy to stay in case the place.
Mm-hmm.
Join.
Sweet. Nice. Back to the bridge then. Wilhelmina is alive, but being dragged out of the store. The goods been left inside. The shop is on fire and it's continuing to burn as she looks and sees the Talons come in and looks towards you, Willow, and says, if you need to leave, just leave. She has nothing else to do that, so go. So I remember is going to dash and ditch and get the fuck out of there. Gimbar, you're up.
Can I look to see if I can see the one with the case?
Yeah, give me a perception at disadvantage again.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely going to be a no, because that's at least 7.
Okay, at least 7.
Yeah.
At least a 7. Oh my god, no. As you are running and moving forward, you are kind of caught up with the panic of the people that are leaving the bridge. You're a bit more in front of them because you're running a bit faster. But yeah, you can see people are moving about. So others are turning around. You are trying to spot in the crowd someone who has misty-stepped maybe once or twice and is wearing just a red hood. And you're like, fuck, this is impossible. You're also a dwarf, so you're not exactly at perfect height for spotting people in the crowd. Yeah, so it's at looking... You are not sure. You are back onto the Guild Street a little bit, but you are aware that behind you can hear the crowd still murmuring, and you've left Wilhelmina and Willow behind. So your choice whether you
How
want to
far am
carry
I from them?
The 40 foot you
Wilhelmina.
moved. Yeah. The 30, 40 foot you moved.
Okay. I'll move my movement, my 40 foot of my 45 back to them.
Yep.
Will they allow me to grapple them?
Can you? Oh, you can grapple both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wilhelmina is healed, but is still being carried out. So it's up to Willow.
Well, let me pick you up.
Just do what you need to.
Okay, so I'll grab them both.
Yep.
One in each arm. I have 5 foot normal movement left.
Yep.
I will action to dash.
Yep.
I can bonus action dash as well, step of the wind.
Okay.
So that's going to be 95 feet movement.
Nice. So yeah, you just pick them up and just fucking start legging it. Which way? I mean, I'm assuming you're running north.
Essentially away from the direction I know the Talons are.
Yeah. So the Talons are coming back up the bridge. So yeah, you would end up 90 foot. You're running up into Guild Street and then probably trying to ditch off into a street somewhere. Yeah, you make 90 foot up and away.
Carrying 2 people.
Carrying 2 people, yeah. Monks. Just grapple and dragging people. That's what this, where they're like, grapple's good. And now it's fixed. And he's like, yeah, it's a bit fucking crazy.
I
Nice.
say to them in a... Sorry, I tried to get them, but no commotion.
You, Willow, give me an insight check, please. On your favourites.
15.
15. You, now as you're being moved through it and you're obviously helping guide roughly where Gimbar's running as he's just dying through the streets, trying to get away. You just try to play back quickly. You know, as you came out and you had Wilhelmina there and you looked up, that there were probably 15 to 20 people who saw your face and saw Wilhelmina's face coming out of that burning building, and the Talons were just arriving. So you know that your face at least has been picked up by some locals, and Wilhelmina's face by some locals coming out of that building. If they were to investigate, there's a few people that could have given a pretty good account of what you look like.
Okay.
Yeah, as you guys run off into the distance, as you I mean, you could keep that up for like an ages, right? So you will make your way through the city. You can get far enough into the kind of Bath district, making your way westbound before you can stop carrying them. But I think you've gone away. You will easily get out of the reach quite quickly at that speed from people and be able to resume normal procedure, except of course those that are covered in smoke. So if anyone has prestidigitation, you are fireballed, you were set on fire a little bit and singed. That definitely Wilhelmina and Willow, so you will be noticeable for that. But you can make your way through the city whenever you want, your pace.
I'll also say about there were a lot of witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, fireballs will tend to do that to people.
Not just that. When we were outside the shop, there were witnesses. They looked at us. They'll recognise us if they see us. And we've fled from the scene of a crime. Wilhelmina, what was in that box?
Give me a persuasion advantage.
$18.
18. She says, well, it wasn't, well, let's say it's something that maybe the Talons might not want us to have. It was a few magical items.
They were silent ashes.
Well, yeah, I know that. Well, I didn't think they'd operate down here in the Islet Kingdom, but they do tend to track these goods on the move, and we've always got to watch out for them when they find. Our sources are usually pretty good. We don't normally give up that we're moving magical items. That's why we brought the other stuff with us as well. But I'm just glad. I'm glad the Silent Ashes got it and not the Talons. Otherwise,
when you say our sources, who's we? Who's our?
And she looks like that. We still need to make money. The Talons moving in as jewelers. We make our money, and we've always made our money on the movement of goods. And just because there's a certain force that doesn't like magical items moving through doesn't mean that we should lose all of our income streams. So
no, I get that.
We move the occasional magic item here and there. Encanted earrings, jewelry, necklaces, rings, and it's
relics.
It's just relics, like very relic. If we were moving a relic, then it'd be more than, no offense, but it'd be more than you two helping me move it.
Can I insight her when she says that?
Yeah.
I like to think I'm really good, obviously. So
Yeah, she'll fail on purpose. She definitely.
That's 17.
Doesn't think she's covered in burns and was set on fire, so.
But she's alive twice, so.
True. But she nearly died twice because of it. It depends. Clearing up your mess, does that make it right or wrong? Who even knows?
Do you have anywhere to go in the city? Do you know
anywhere and that's what she'll be like. She'll be like, take me to the guild. Take me to the guild. I'll get rest there, and then I'll report back what's happened. So, that was a close call.
It was.
Do you have any means of disguising yourself?
Yeah, she's like, once some, don't worry, I'll spend a day or two in the guild and I'll be gone.
Okay.
Back to the Gilded Hills?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you'll be that far from the Bath district anyway. So yeah, she will, you take her up to, the Jewelers Guild, which is one of the guilds of Guild Street from the kind of back entrance. You're not going through the main Guild Street hall. She will pay you.
Even still?
Yep. Even still. You still got that, and she's alive. And then, she'll just be like, this, count this as, what do we call it? I don't want to call it hush money, but you know what I mean. This never happened.
Is there any way we can get in touch with you if we should ever come across this case?
She was like,
somehow.
If you come across the case with the Silent Ashes, I'd rather not know about it. I mean, if you're passing through Newmonger, that'd be great, but I have a little feeling that case was maybe a little bit too hot for us to handle.
I'm sorry it ended this way.
Are you going back to Newmonger, or are you back to the Gilded Hills?
I think Newmonger. In time, I might spend some time moving around, seeing if there's any inkling of any other goods that are moving about. But yeah, in time, back to Newmonger. So if you're passing through Newmonger, then by all means pop in.
Will do.
You can see
Safe travels.
Yeah, she's like, good luck, and pays, and you see she goes to the guild, and the Jewelers Guild is like ridiculous, very flash and flamboyant, even on the outside as she moves it in. But yeah,
Can I sell that gem while I'm here?
To the Jewelers Guild, they probably won't sell it in the guild, but you will be able to sell it while you're here in town.
Yeah, well, I might let's save that for another day then.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Willow's sort of looking around, very anxious that she's aware that.
It was just while we're here. I thought,
Yeah.
might as well take the opportunity.
Essentially, you'd be going
If
back.
they're not going to do it here, I'll wait till.
You'd be going back to the Merchant's Bridge. Yeah, the guild halls are more for the formal, like the control and the admin of the guilds, of like who sells what and who pays what price and all that other shit, rather than being shops. But the Merchant Bridge, where you just set on fire, would be the one. As you guys can start making your way back and over to the steps. You are heading. Where are they heading for? Where did you turn to head for?
To the church.
To the church.
And I described the building, so they know what it should look like.
Nice. So yeah, you all will. Merrin and Yelos, did you say you were staying or going back to the steps?
We didn't. I don't think.
Okay.
I want to go back to the steps.
Good.
I don't think there's any point staying around here. We know where everything is. Personally, I don't know what Yelos is doing.
Is what?
Stay in case out the place.
Okay. Yelos.
If that's the case, I'm going to hand him the sending stone.
Nice. Okay.
Let us know if anything changes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, will do.
Nice. Hannah will be staying as well. To pitch up, just to keep an eye on what's going on here as well. As the goods have arrived. Cool. So the rest of you make your way back. As you are passing through different districts, so yeah, Willow, you can give Gimbal the tour as you make your way through the northern part of the town, Scholars Rest, Forum Quarter, Noble Terraces, the nicer parts of the North Bank, where a lot of what you would have in normal times been some of the more decision making and politics and town halls would have been held here in the Forum Quarter. A bit quieter to this over the past few years, being that the Talons are kind of running things either obviously or trying to hide it. Either way, buildings there are very grand, big town halls, big council chambers. Noble Terraces are where for the nobles, scholars, very easy. And then you start getting into the fun stuff where you get to the North Market, where there is a general market stall, big line market, big stalls that run out in big long lines, like hundreds of feet long, as they're selling everything. You get like multiple grocers there, bakers, people bringing the goods from all around to sell in the North Market, as well as goods from further north. Zilna, as you pass over the Pilgrim Steps and get past the Riverside Barracks, you see the barracks and the training camps, the headquarters of the guard force that would normally be here. You can see that most of the guard force you have seen have been Talons. There were a few guards that maybe were just slightly off. The King's Guard were just slightly differently, but in the main, it's been Talon guards here. As you pass by the River Barracks, can you give me a perception check, please?
Fucking hell, I've rolled that so many times today. 7.
7. You can hear but cannot see. But as you move by, you can hear that inside the Riverside Barracks, inside this massive, and it would be like training facilities and a barracks itself, and like the housing guarded off with quite high walls. But you can hear inside the sound of like fighting, the sound of training. That there is clearly a lot of activity happening inside the barracks. That there is a lot for the amount of sword clashing and like metal on metal sound you can hear. It sounds like a decent number, like 50 plus guards are being trained at once here in the barracks. And you can just hear that as the sound as you pass by. But with the 7, that's pretty much what you're picking up. You're not able to see anything else that's going on inside. As you make your way back towards the steps, you two would probably be arriving at pretty close to the same time. I think Willow and Gimbar, you might be there first. So Willow, as you lead the way, find your way to the church. You are aware in the Islet Kingdom that the churches, whilst they still stand, and there are like 9 churches across the city, one for each of the gods, that they shouldn't really be operational now that now that talons are in play. So what is your plan in approaching the steps and approaching the church, the meeting place that you've given to everybody?
So still being very cautious, I think probably even more so now. But the reason that I described the building as opposed to the church was because I had assumed that they wouldn't be operational under the 9 Sisters. So I think just approaching with caution, maybe to the side, because with churches a lot of the time they've got grounds or areas nearby that are a little bit more hidden, but a little bit more secluded, yeah. Like parksy. So I think I would get Gimbar and myself to try and find a little spot where we could see the approach as other people are coming in from the routes. Nice.
So yeah, you can find there are still grounds. The grounds still look like they're maintained. At least the gardens don't look overrun. It looks like there's some care being put into the church itself, onto the grounds of the church itself. Can you, as you two are both pitched up, waiting for others to arrive, can you give me a perception check, please?
Oh my god. That's a 7.
Okay. Pretty tired.
My eyes are closed.
That's a nat 1 for a 4.
You two sit down on a bench, probably fall asleep. Not advised, but you did just get almost 5 of them, so it's pretty crazy. Nice. You set out, you find a nice bed. Is it getting into the later afternoon? Now you've been traveling for, well, you guys, as you move for the sea, would have been like an hour and a bit. Then Zilna would have been like an hour after. The other guys moving through an hour after that. So you're going to be here for a good 2 or 3 hours waiting for people to turn up. As you need to get bench, but do not pick up anything. Zilna, yep.
Sorry, when we're sitting there, although we might not pick up anyone around, looking at the building itself, does it look much different to when I last saw it?
Maybe like little bits of wear here and there, but nothing. It's still standing. With like doors look the same as you remember. Maybe they're a little bit worn. Maybe they're like over 10 years. Things haven't been, whilst the gardens have been maintained, it doesn't look like the building's been like repainted. The doors are a bit more scuffed and worn than they were before. But other than that, looks
doesn't look like boarded up or anything like that.
No. It doesn't look open though. The doors are like the front, the big front doors at the front are closed, like the little door that would be used. Like the building itself looks closed as you approach it, but not like chained up, hammered nails in. Just looks like it's all closed up.
Okay, thank you.
Nice. So Zilna, you would arrive an hour after that, having come past the barracks and heard the training moving on, and join up the gang. Is there anything you specifically want to do as the 3 of you? Otherwise, Merrin will be not far, 45 minutes to an hour behind.
I think we quietly tell Zilna what happened, the reason why we stink.
I will patient both then.
Nice.
Maybe could you have a look around before you do it? Because we're really tired and our eyes are glued together apparently, so just to make sure we're not being watched while you do a spell.
Okay. Yes, I
Just
will
try to
look around
protect you.
first.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
12.
It's later in the afternoon. The steps isn't that busy, and where you have positioned yourself is like not. It's not on the main road. Like it's just slightly back. So there's people moving around, but you're not sure anyone's really paying too much attention to you. You also know you're on 12, so it's not great. But they look like they've been set on fire.
If you don't want me to do it in the open.
Yeah, I was going to say they also look like they've been set on fire, which is maybe more worrying.
Yeah, maybe Maybe if I like stand in front of you and shield you whilst I take my cloak off, then you can do it and no one will notice.
I think it's my voice that's more obvious than...
You can say it quietly. I'll cough really loud.
Don't look over it. Ha, ha.
Yeah. I will cause visitation broken to clean them up. I will say that I managed to track it the full way to where it's ended up, but obviously I'll explain fully when everyone's here. I will mention about the going past the barracks as well. Here and there, a lot of activity.
Yeah.
And I will, having done my part and not heard anything from the others, I will send a message on the sending stone. Say, I've worked out the location of where this package is heading.
Yep.
I've headed to agreed location. How are you getting on?
Cool.
As I see him do that,
Yeah.
I'll be like, that would have really come in handy.
Yelos, so you get a message from Zilna saying, what you just said, that they've tracked his goods to the end location and he has made his way to the church in the steps. How are you getting on?
I'll relay that to Kos and Hannah.
Yeah.
And I'll just say we're currently staking out all the gold was delivered and that Merrin is on his... Oh, I still know him as Merkin, didn't I? So he'll be Merkin's on his way back.
Yeah. Nice.
I think we're going to do a couple more hours. Oh, I'll ask Kos, like, how much longer are we going to be staking out? And I'll put that back in the message.
Nice.
As long as we need to.
And I hear that the message is in Yelos's voice, after specifically saying, don't give it to Yelos.
Nice. So those of you that are on watch, give me perception checks would be the standard. You can do investigation if you're looking for specific things. So at the moment you are staking out a group of warehouses that are labeled up or marked up as being the East Road Charter Company. So yeah, your choice if you want to just general perception or you want to use investigation or another skill to try and get more specific information.
I'm pretty focused on trying to kill Borat still. So I'm keeping an eye out for him and what's his name? Rad.
Yep.
Would that be perception?
Yep. Yeah.
Fucking it's so dark and you can't see my road. +4, 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah, this will just be like trying to map out where the guards are, routines, everything going on. So I'll just go with perception.
Cool.
11.
11. Nice. You can see with 11 that the talons that went in and dropped off, some of them are now posted up as guards at the warehouse. So they are not of it. Within 11, it takes you a while to spot. You can't pick up any like routines on them, but you can see and notice that there are small patrols going around these three like larger warehouses buildings, like doing a small patrol on the outside, and they seem to be the same guards you had before. You notice them again mainly because a few of them are yawning because they're still exhausted from the day before, but there seems to be a guard force that's been put in place around this facility as it stands. And with an 18 you see moving about the place a few times Borash. You don't see Rad, but you see moving about the place Borash a few times as he's getting out, checking on guards. But in the time that you are there, he has not left the facility yet. So yeah, you know he's still there at least, but he is floating and dipping in and around the place, not leaving as of yet. Merrin, as you make your way through the city, up and over the bridges, back towards the steps, is there anything you would be looking out for in the city as you're moving about? Or are you making your way back as quick as possible?
I don't think I'd be going as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Do I have what goodies do I still have to sell? Well, no, because we've already passed that, and I suppose if I'd be coming from south of the river, no, I think I'd head straight back then, straight to the church. Try and find the church.
Jump on the church, nice. Can you, as you pass by the barracks, give me a perception check as well, please?
That's a 15.
15, nice. You equally, even though it's a couple of hours later, still hear the sound of 15.
The sound of 15. Okay.
You sound trying to work out with the 15. You hear the sound of training still going on, and as you, it's less busy as you move past now. As you're moving through, you get like a peek through to some of the guards that are training there. You notice that a few of them that are in training are not wearing talon gear. They seem to be wearing, because the talons wear white, gold, very flash, very flamboyant, very clear. These guys are training in armament, in what's what I'm looking for? In like metal plate armors. So the same level of protection, but they are much darker in color. They are either like painted or they are just of more like a bronze material, but nowhere near as flash. And they have a helmet that almost looks like an animal face. You catch a glimpse of a few of these guys, and they are training with swords. But yeah, they're definitely not talons.
Do I get any indication of what the animal face is, or is with a 15 can I not kind of see clearly?
I say with a 15, you would say that it has a reptilian structure to it. Seems to have like horns up, a longer snout that comes down, and teeth. Whether that be lizard, crocodile, I don't know.
Okay, so they're lizard people.
No, they are lizard people made of metal. Yes, it's clearly.
I know that's.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Fine.
Nice. As you make your way through and join up with the rest of them at the steps. So yeah, the rest of you, you're in two parties. Yelos, Hannah, and Kos are staking out the south, the East Road Charter Company. The rest of you are up in the gardens of the church. As you all meet up, is there anything you want to discuss now? Also, you have met up here and it's getting into the evening, but you have nowhere to stay as of yet.
Yeah, where are the others? We said to meet here. The sun is starting to set. We can't wait here all night. We're becoming more and more suspicious. Can I do another perception check to see if anybody is watching?
Yep.
Because, I mean, we've sat here for hours now
for
waiting
hours
for everybody.
Now, yeah. Do give me it with advantage, because you would have scoped the basics of what's going on around here now, so you're looking for anything out of the ordinary from the last 3 hours.
19.
19. You can see very dimly now as the light comes down that there is a torch or a light source lit inside the church. Not just you barely are picking up the flicker through the like stained glass windows of the church that there is one torch maybe light inside that church.
I point it out to the others.
Church looks unused outside. Wonder who that's going to be.
Well, we haven't seen anybody go in.
Oh, well. I mean,
Yeah,
I did doze
realise
off for a little bit.
with the dribble in your beard, you realise you were probably asleep for at least now.
Yeah.
And it's not like a light that's someone shining a light out of the window towards us. It's just we can see there's a light inside.
There is a light source on the inside. It's giving off just enough of a glow for you to pick up as you like staring out around. But yeah, just the base of those windows, you can see that there is clearly a light source, but it's not enough to light up the building, because that's crazy. Even the churches, as mothball they are, they're still fairly decent sized churches, yeah, you would. It's like there is a light source lit in there. Someone has lit a torch inside that church in the last 3 hours.
Do you want to check it out then? And we're sitting here waiting.
Well, maybe if we can see more of the source of the light. But if not, I think we need to go and find an inn. We can't stay out here.
Nearby?
Yeah. If they're still open. I know of some.
I mean, if this city is like any other city, the one place that always stays open.
True. Can we go to, or can I go towards the church? Maybe if I say to the others, like, keep a lookout.
Mm-hmm.
And then go towards the church and see if I can peer inside through one of the windows.
The window.
There's any at head height?
No, there's not really any. No, there's as you try and see from here, there's none of them that are like. All of them are at least like 10 foot up off the ground. There is very much like stone all the way up, and then these larger windows that are there. So you're just catching the flicker here. You've got the front door, which is a big wooden door. So you maybe peer through the keyhole if you'd like. And as you scoot around, you can see there are some. There is like a what would have been like the preacher's entrances towards the back of the church. Again, they're just single smaller doors that are not in the main hall of the church. They'll be in like the back rooms of the church. Mm-hmm. So it's you could peer through the keyhole if you'd like.
I'll try the keyhole. Why not?
Yeah.
Are there any like small cracks in the wall anywhere that are big enough for a really tiny man?
No, you're not that small. Not Ant-Man.
He is in my mind.
He's not Ant-Man.
It's only a 15 for perception through the keyhole.
15. As you look through, trying to adjust to, it is dark inside that church. You can see that there is a torch that is on a wall sconce at the far end where like the altar would be, and you can just make out there are 2 people huddled over a table. It's not like a full wall torch as well. It's like it's giving off just enough light. It's like as you look through, it's lighting up the back end of the church, but that is all it is. They are looking at something on a table, and there's 2 characters.
I tell the others what I can see through the keyhole. Would the preacher doors be closer to the altar, or would they be round back rooms so we wouldn't be able to see if we were to peer or go through those doors?
Yeah, you never have known where those doors have gone before, so they would be closer to them in distance, but they're not sightlines through. You think they go into other rooms.
Does anyone else want to have a look through the peephole, see if you can see more?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. A 19?
You see a light and you see 2 people at the end of a table. What else are you going to see?
Can I make out...
It's a dragon, I like. They look like... With the way that it is...
What kind of people, whether they're...
Don't see... Yeah, with a 19... No, they seem to be
small.
In... they don't seem to be in... One of them is maybe wearing some armament. Some like a chest plate. The other one seems to be very... basic commoner garb. They are looking at and discussing something, but not loud enough that you would pick up any whisper of it at all. Something on a table.
Do they look like sort of normal human height, or they're
2 humans? Yeah, 2 human sized creatures, but look like humans.
Yeah. Don't see much more than you do.
Shall we knock? This feels like a really bad idea.
Well, it's been a bad idea kind of day, but I'll knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Who is stood at the door and who is not stood at the door?
Well, if I'm knocking, I'll be at the door.
Yeah, I got that much.
Me too.
Nice. 2.
The 2 that have been fucked. up today.
Hello, we smell.
Hey, I've only lost 4 HP.
I'm on 15. I forgot to heal.
You knock on the door. As you knock, as it just rattles out inside, you wait, and then if you, I'd assume one of you would look for the keyhole again. You see one of the characters is without the torch. One of the torch is staying back, and the other one is creeping up to the door. And we'll find out what they say next time, because it's $11. Yay! Don't do anything with your character sheets. We'll be back next week. I really want to do the thing where there's a...
I mean, we're not leveling up.
What, for do what? For following some goods for a thing? You crazy.
Well, they poke through the keyhole.
They poke through the keyhole, yeah. Have you heard that one where they're like, you can hear chanting coming from a keyhole, and they're going 15, 15, 15, and then you look through and they get poked in the eye, and they go, yay, 16, 16, 16. It's a good deal.
Who lives in a church like this?
Lovely stuff. Right, so we're in the Islet Kingdom. We have tracked goods about the city. There's busyness going on, but we will be back next week to find out, one, where you're going to sleep, who's in the church, will Borash ever turn up, and all sorts of fun goodness. So GG's. No level up. Maybe soon. Maybe not. Who knows? Ta-ta, farewell.
Ta-ta!